Welcome everyone to another BOLDcast live stream. Oh, we don't. You're right.
And we have the top light on.
Welcome to Baby-Faced Cast. One sec. I gotta get the lights on now. Shit. What up, Girthin? Sorry for the shit, everybody.
This has been a roller coaster.
Mal just decided to die 5 minutes or 20 minutes before the stream, and we kept trying to make it work, but...
And then as soon as we decided to fully go in the direction, alright guys, we're gonna just do Kirby's Dream Court, Mal just, like, consents what we're doing, and decides to just, like, force us to change our plans again.
Total fucking tsundere, Mal. Cords is here, Dan Simmons, Joao Vitor.
No mustache, let's go!
Yeah.
He's so smooth.
So clean and refreshed. We got Meme Planet. Today's video sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Not really. Girthin, Denstrel, Hot Shield 1, Rage Quit, Sebastian Gamies, Frank the Tank, aka Jazz, Brian Ampude, Angel L's back. Who else is here? Who Dat Boy's here. And a bunch of other people. Diego was here. Chillax17. How's it going, everybody?
Yes.
Spoiler
so today the
interesting.
spoiler policy is a little bit different, and we're gonna try and do our best to not spoil people on shit that they haven't seen.
But the sort of like the implicit thing behind a stream like this is that we're ranking, or at least not ranking, more rating a bunch of shows that we've seen. So
and unless I just like think in my head and not say anything about it and just be like, this show.
Yeah,
that'll be, I guess, maybe, well, because of this, okay, like, unless, if I don't give any reasoning, then it'll be completely boring.
Yeah.
So, I kind of have to, but we're gonna do our best to be like, okay, now we're gonna move on to this show. If you don't want to get spoiled for this show, leave now.
Yeah.
And then come back and check in like 5 minutes or whatever, so, yeah. That's just the way it's gonna have to be, but a lot of the shows I've seen are, like, really popular shows that probably most of you guys have already seen before.
Yes. Oh, yeah. By the way, I changed the title, but this is the Mal stream. So, yeah. So, basically, just mute your audio.
But also, you guys in the comments don't, like, just, like, be super... I'm gonna try and keep the spoilers as, like, general or, like, non-specific as possible. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, this person just fucking died in this very specific, you know, but still, like, be careful about spoiling other people, even though we've seen the show.
Yeah. So, there you go. Alrighty, well, I guess we could just get into it. I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to, the music I think is fine, but, hang on, I need to set this up 1 second. At least I think I do. Do I have a thing here? Oh, I do. Bam. Except, oh, I might as well. 1 second. I'll just get rid of that and add a new one. Because it's all messed up. Actually, I'll do... Should I do window capture?
Yeah.
I don't know how good it is, though. I don't want it to show the OBS thing. And I don't want that to be 1440p, but okay. Hang on, let me just... Bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. I'll zoom this in a little bit so we can actually read what's going on when it's all tiny. Make it a little bit bigger.
Can you guys read that at all?
If you're on a phone, it'll probably be difficult, I admit, but...
You don't
there
think...
we go.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm just... Ah, no! It was centered, now I fucked it up.
If you, like, tucked in this part of the sides, you would be able to, make it a bit bigger.
But it's just be taller. Oh, shit. can't read. I'm 3. No? Well, we could make this the big screen, but how about that? That's a little bit better. How about do like the top of the screen?
Also, I'll be like saying, like, I don't think I'll be writing anything, and I'll just be saying what I'm rating it. So as long as you guys, I think like when you click on a show, it like shows like the like thing about that show.
That's pretty near center. Yeah, so I know that's not like great, but there you go. Move apart. Bam, we're here. Okay, good framing. Okay, so you do what you gotta do. I suppose.
I guess what else?
Oh wait, hang on. I'm so sorry. It's just like, fucking get just.
Yeah, what do you think about us being the smaller screen, but you could make it like larger than normal?
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's do gameplay and then display capture. Oh shit. Get rid of the game capture. Oh Jesus, this is a problem. This is a problem with having a giant monitor. There we go. That's good.
You should like scoot it off so that this part is.
I'll do what I want. Oh yeah, you're right. But either way, it's not like. I guess we could go down here. Sure. That's probably a good area. Okay, so you do whatever you got to do, I suppose.
Okay.
So what do you want to start with?
I don't know. I was thinking we could go to. I had a list. I was thinking we could just go to here and like I think you go like this, like add it to your list, and then I think you can maybe rate it later. Like if I collect all the shows, and then I like go through and rate them. Do you guys think about that? That'd be good. I had a list of all the shows that I'd watch, and then I lost it. In my disaster of an office, aka the living room, aka where I've been wrapping presents and have like shit all over the floor.
Do you guys want to see an Instagram story of what a fucking disaster our living room is?
So am I correct in saying I can go like this? Oh, it like tells me to
rate it then. Okay.
Rate it then. Okay. I don't want to start with this. Maybe.
You don't want to start with Brotherhood?
No,
that's a good thing. It's the #1 anime series. It's everyone's favorite.
I know, but I want to like warm up with some of the ones that I like. I'm gonna find it easier to rate, maybe.
By the way, the living room. It doesn't always look like it did in that one video. That was it. And also, if you had managed to see the behind the scenes when we posted that to our story, it was a total shit show.
Absolutely. Bad.
Oh, I didn't know Sangatsu no Lion was fucking March Comes In Like a Lion was season 2 was #9. That's crazy. That's so awesome. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. You want to start with Kaguya?
Only 8.7.
It's in the top 50 of all time. Oh, right behind Rakugo. That's dope. Which is, I'd say.
And I guess also the thing on here that's good is that it separates them by season. Which is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wait, was the second season of Kaguya up there? Or was it the first season of Kaguya? I think this is...
Oh, no, this is second season.
That's crazy. Hang on, is season 1 above it? Because that's it. I agree 100%, but I didn't think the world was that smart. It literally is. That's so awesome. So people agree. So we're not crazy.
Okay, let's start with...
You only seen the original? By the way, Castro, that's a good way to watch it. That's how I recommend everybody watch Fullmetal Alchemist.
Let's start with Wolf Children.
That's a good, yeah.
Because I can rate that 10 out of 10 with no problem.
Your score?
Oh.
Oh, your status first. So...
Completed. I've watched Wolf Children a lot of times. If you guys haven't seen Wolf Children, go and watch Wolf Children. That is like probably my #1 anime movie, maybe even just general movie of all time.
It's a really good fucking movie.
Wolf Children is a really, really beautiful movie. And it's not a Ghibli movie, but it's like I would rank it higher than like any Ghibli movie that I've seen.
What up, Mr. CBJ?
I will rate that a 10 out of 10. I have no problems with it, I guess. Do I have to, like, click these?
Sure. You could
Advanced. Oh, you can, like...
Oh, this is, like,
That's
priority. What? Priority.
I guess this is
What's
for
your
people
priority?
who are, like, really serious with...
What's your
No, I
priority?
think that
Click on your
means,
priority.
like, for if you haven't finished it yet or something.
Let me see. There's no... Hello? Oh, what is your prior level? Oh, yeah,
To watch
you're right.
it, yeah.
Okay, true.
I think, yeah. Oh, total times rewatched. A lot. Select rewatch value. Very high.
Well, children,
you-
why the parents hooked up was a little lame. You guys haven't seen Old Children, go watch it. Go now, watch it, come back to the stream. I'm sure you guys will be able to come back on time.
True. Okay.
That's so
Successfully
true.
added to my list. Okay, I have one thing on my list.
Alright.
We're just gonna go Violet Evergarden? Oh, Death
Fucking
Note?
Mugen Train is already number 54. Violet Evergarden, Death Note, those are good ones.
Yeah. Well, I guess the
Completed.
movie and the special would be separate on this, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, it would. This is just the series, which
Yeah.
we've
Oh, yeah,
seen.
and you can select if you're rewatching it. Interesting.
So your score.
My score for Violet Evergarden, I like how they say on here, like, some words to describe it. This is gonna really help me out, actually, I think.
It's more standardized, which you really like.
Yeah,
Your
and
rating
it, like,
stuff.
helps me to, like, instead of, like, having to make my own, like, oh, this is, like, this was bad, but in my brain, just personally, like, as someone who, like, always felt, like, a lot of pressure to do really good, like, in school or whatever, to me, like, anything less than an A or, like, a high B was kind of like a failure. Like, if you know what I mean? I don't know, any of you guys who got straight A's in school probably can relate to this, but it's, like, anything less than, like, 86% or 80% is just, like...
What are you even
It's
doing?
just, like, bad. So to me, and, like, anything less than 50% is, like, fucking unheard of. It is, like, it is, like, so bad. And that's just, like, what's been ingrained into my brain. So for me, like, I would... Like, 6 for me would be, like, just ratings, when I'm rating anything, not just anime or a show, but when I'm like, oh, well, if I rate something 7, that's pretty good, or, like, 8, that's pretty good, but if I rate something 5, isn't that just calling it utter trash?
First of all, Juan, Carson Jr. sweats nervously. Documentary, that's intense. Nah, Lindsay, I'm dumb as fuck. Can't relate, I'm stupid. Diego, that's my mindset, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Yeah.
If you got a
Weird
straight A, you could
flex,
probably
but okay.
relate. Weird flex, but okay.
It's just, Lindsay, if you got straight A's, you could probably relate to this fucked up mentality that
I was like that
I
in
now
university,
carry
but
with me.
growing up, I was definitely... I had like a 1.6 GPA or something in high school.
Yeah.
I'm like pretty certain that I failed my entire elementary school and middle school
I think even
years.
in university, I think I like never even got a B.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
And when I got an A-, I was kind of pissed off. But it's just that like messed up thing. So like for me to be able to see that 5 means average, I can not feel like I'm shitting on something by rating it like that. If that makes sense.
I like that too, yeah, because I think a lot of people, I think maybe because of school, they're like, oh, you know, it was bad, I'll give it a 5. Like, or like it was average, that means a 6 or a 7. It's like, no, average should be 5.
Yeah.
Realistically, average should
like,
be 5.
oh, average is like 75%. When
it's whether
average
you're ranking
should
it against
be,
other things or, yeah. What up, Keyblade?
It is 0.6 GPA. We don't really have... Well, I guess in university we have GPA. In high school we don't. Okay.
So, Violet Evergarden is very bad.
No!
What's your ranking? We got a shitload of shows
I
to
know,
get through.
I'm so sorry. I need to, like, be able to cross
Okay,
my
what are you-
legs and the
Jesus Christ.
thing in the way. Okay.
You're just pushing me out of frame. I can't. Let's
Okay.
switch chairs. This is
Okay.
fucking ridiculous. This is why, by the way, Notice how I'm in the chair? This is the first time since we started our channel that I've been sitting in my fucking chair. Except for that brief time where Lindsay had a chair. And then she returned it, and now I'm suffering for it, by the way.
I'll let you have it next time, I promise.
No, I don't want it next time, because you're going to be freaking out about crossing your legs. And then I'm going to be pushed out of the frame. Alright, what's your rating for Violet Evergarden?
My
Holy shit.
My rating for Violet Evergarden is probably a 9, I think. It was probably, if I could do a 0.5, it would probably be an 8.5. But I would bump it up to a 9, I think. And...
Such a gentleman.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, Brian with the whiplash.
Oh no, I guess
so what's wrong with your seat? You're sitting wrong, that's it?
I guess so I can put the date.
That was your problem, the seat height. So now it's better.
Basically, every show I've watched is now a masterpiece.
Oh, on Discord? No, hang on. Do you have your phone? I don't have Discord on my phone.
No, I don't have it on there either.
Do you have it on your laptop?
You could just go look on my computer. My computer's
I want to be able to look at it here. Never mind. Whatever, do your thing. No, we didn't see it, Girthin. Sorry.
Okay, it's on my list. Death Note.
Unless do I have it on my phone?
I'm purposely ranking them as their own instead of comparing them, so I don't end up... Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and do that as well, even if a lot of my shows end up having the same thing. I'm gonna try to... Okay, Death Note. We just watched Death Note recently. Maybe like a 7. Some people might not like me for that, but
how about don't worry about what other people think?
I know
about
that's
you.
what I'm saying. I'm still going with it.
I know, but that was part of your like ranking. Is like, well, some people might not like me for that, which means you were considering it in your ranking. That's what I'm saying. Don't consider that in your ranking. Just do what you think.
I think it was just good. It was the first manga that I've read, actually the only one that I've read fully, and we just watched it, and it like I kind of agree with you guys. First half is pretty good. It is good. Second half is just like fine, I suppose. So, next we will go to One Punch Man is right here. Masterpiece. I love it. I think it was probably a 6. It's fine. For me.
Fair enough. Why?
I didn't have a lot of fun with it, like, a lot of the time, but, like, there were still some funny moments. I like Genos was a good character for me. I like that. I liked Saitama was, like, sometimes interesting, and then sometimes just, like, alright.
Oh my god, we have 80 viewers, by the way. Holy shit, I didn't realize this would be this popular of a stream.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna get, but it definitely wasn't my favorite, thing to watch, so.
What up, Kazu? So it was a 6?
Yeah, for me it was a 6.
That's fair. I'm trying to find what Griffin was talking about. 1 second.
Okay, let's just scroll through till I see something else that I've seen. Violet Evergarden movie. Haven't seen that, but we'll see. Oh. Konosuba movie. Oh, the movie. Yeah, Legend of the Crimson Demon. This movie was actually a really good movie.
Which, sorry? Oh,
Konosuba
it was
movie.
a really
It
good
was
movie.
a really good movie. Probably my favorite arc out of the show. And oh, wait a second. Let me go here. Yeah, so I've completed the movie. It was good. I would think I would give this an 8. Definitely, honestly, for Konosuba, I kind of regretted, and I think both of us did, kind of regretted watching it in
sub?
In dub. Oh, I mean, we kind of regretted not watching it in dub. Because when we first started the show, the first 6 episodes, I guess, we watched it in dub. And we, like, thought it was so funny and had a really good time with it. And then when we started watching it on our channel, we switched to the sub. And like, some episodes were really funny and some were just kind of misses.
Yeah.
And there was, like, a lot of times where it was kind of like, is this even good? And then a really good episode would come up. I'm not factoring this into the movie, by the way. I'm just saying that. And I guess I can save it till when we get there. But this movie was, like, all the best parts of it kind of combined into one. So, and then I would rate it an 8.
Delete?
No.
Go to delete.
Most of this stuff is in 2020.
Yeah, most of it definitely is. Did it give you a confirmation?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've just been clicking through it.
Okay.
After this, I'll probably, like, go and look through some. I just want to get...
Go back to the first page.
I was just going to do this page and then go back to... Oh.
Shingeki no Kyojin. Is this just the first season?
Yeah, 2013.
Yeah, so this would be season 1.
Okay, so Attack on Titan season 1.
I'd give it, personally, I would give it like an 8 or a 9. I would give it an 8, probably closer to an 8 than a 9.
Yeah, I think I would do an 8 as well. It was like something that I really enjoyed.
What about since you rewatched it?
Well, that's why I would give it an 8. I think on my first watch, or maybe on like later.
I think
seasons.
you're rating it on what you would want, what you think of the show, not like what you thought of the show when you first watched it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying on my first watch I might have ranked it higher, and on my rewatch I'm doing 8, especially for the first season because I did. When I first watched Attack on Titan, I really didn't like the first couple episodes. And then when we, like, rewatched those first 2 episodes and then got, like, fully into the show and binged the whole thing, I really, really liked it. And then recently, we rewatched it, and since I've sort of seen more things, it wasn't as incredible to me, but I still liked it. So, yeah.
I would have ranked it higher back in the day, but I think an 8, for me, I would probably rank it an 8. I don't know if I would rank it an 8 or a 9 because, like, I say it all the time, visually, Attack on Titan Season 1 is the best season of Attack on Titan. It has it is the fucking best animated. It's so incredible. It's on a different level.
Yeah, I really...
Exactly, Kobe Gaming. The directive choices were just perfect at times. Yeah, the music, the editing was on point, the way everything swelled and flowed. If you look at, like, the way that music is used in Season 2 in particular... It's not matched as perfectly as it is in season 1, and the way that scenes sort of build, it doesn't have the same emotional impact even if the story is deeper and has more going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I gave that an 8. Oh. Is this... What is
that Makia?
I can't tell. Is it?
I can't
yeah,
tell.
it is. Yeah, it is.
Makia.
Oh boy, this one.
This is a 10.
This is also a 10.
This is a 10.
This and Wolf Children are maybe my 2 favorite anime movies. And
by the way, we have the reaction to this on Patreon, and we both cried. If you want to see us cry, Makia was fucking incredible. It was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, this one really got me. This one and Wolf Children are quite similar in they're like do it in completely different ways, but the theme is kind of similar, and that theme really gets me. I keep forgetting. I keep going into it instead of just going through here. Completed. This one was definitely a masterpiece for me. I really liked it.
Why is delete on the right? It seems kind of weird.
I know. I don't. Maybe because some people who use this are Japanese
no,
and
I don't
it's on
think
the
so.
other side.
This is an
maybe?
American website. Japan has their own internet.
Oh boy, here we coming up to. I kind of wish that we could give 0.5s on this.
I think that's why a 10 score is good, because usually traditionally you would rate it 1 of 5 stars.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's almost like having 0.5s anyway.
Yeah. Do you really want to have a 1 to 20 rating for everything?
I guess
and
not.
And then you would want like, oh, this is more like a 20 point. This is more like a 17.5. And what do you want, a 40 rating?
This one, I really want to rewatch this one, but from what I remember of it and how much this show just like
Mari Okada
was everything, this one is also gonna be a 10 for me.
Mari Okada in the building. Anohana and Makia. Written by
I guess Okada. 2019 for this one? Or 2018?
2019.
2019, I think. This show is really good.
A solid 8.679. I feel like how I felt watching the last 3 minutes of Jojo Rabbit again. God, I miss my wife. What? Never saw Jojo Rabbit. Completely unrelatable. No, we haven't seen the Gundam series.
Yeah, this
what are you
one.
Saying?
I was just saying I really like this show. This is one of my favorites ever. Maybe my favorite. Here we go. Season 1. Okay, Kaguya season 1. Completed. Select score. This one. I think I would give season 1 a 9. Because it was not. I think I'm gonna give season 2 a 10. But season 1 was definitely not as good as season 2. But it was still really, really good.
I hate you, Castro. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So.
A 9?
When did we watch this? 2019 as well, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good show. What is this? Is this your name? Or something?
No, I think that's Weathering with You.
Oh. Oh, it is Weathering with You. I really liked If you guys haven't seen this, this was a really good show. We saw it in theaters, actually.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really incredible to see in theaters.
What would you rate that? Why are you going?
I'm going out because it lets me properly add it in here. If I do it in there, it is weird.
Oh.
Completed. This one, I really enjoyed this one. I think I'll give it an 8 on this one. It was really good. It was very good, as the 8 says. And that was last year, I think. Or was it this year?
Yes, it was. Oh, I think it was the start of this year.
Maybe it was. Well, whatever.
They don't do a great job making English. We watched the dub in theaters, and it was fine. I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
There was still some stuff I felt was missing, the voices for the cameos in that were kind of I didn't recognize it at first because I didn't recognize their voices. Are you skipping stuff?
No, there's Jujutsu, but we haven't finished it.
Go up a little bit more. Maybe I'm imagining it. Yeah, never mind.
I suppose I could add this and then say watching and not score it yet. That'll be good. This felt like this year. It seems like for me the last interesting thing that happened doing something was Christmas. And now it's Christmas again, and it's kind of throwing me off because it seems like it was just Christmas because every day since then has just been sitting in this office.
Pretty much. Attack on Titan Season 2. You keep clicking into it.
I know, sometimes I just like to look at it a little bit.
To remember?
Oh, I can rate it like this on here. Maybe I'll do that instead so that people can see more clearly what I'm rating. Okay. Completed. What did I rank season 1 and 9? I can't remember
what happened in this season.
No, I'm just trying to remember like the distinction of like where this season ends and the next one starts, without just straight up.
Do you actually not remember?
I literally don't remember. Oh yeah. I think I give this one an 8.
Everyone as far as unless the opinion has changed, everyone loved this way more than, like, when this came out, everyone was like, oh, this is so much better and deeper and way better than like season 1 in like every way. It has a way deeper story. It's focusing on all the other characters, and it's just like, but it looks significantly worse.
To me, like, the first season had like a different kind of charm to it, like, which is probably just the visual look and stuff. But so this one for me would be an 8. And then, but I don't know.
Did you actually add it?
Yeah, it was on.
It says add to your list.
Oh, well, let's go to my list and just check
Let's just refresh the page and then you can see. Yeah.
Let's just go for a look.
One more page. We haven't seen that?
Yeah, oh, Bunny Girl. Oh, yeah. We finished this.
Yeah, we did. We finished watching Bunny Girl. For those of you who are wondering,
we have finished watching Bunny Girl.
It'll start airing on Patreon this week. Well, this following week.
Yeah, not this week, but next week. I think I would give this a 7. It would probably be a 7.5, but
I would probably give it I feel like I would. It's between a 6 and a 7, but for me, I didn't like it as much as I think. But fine and good, it's such a thin line. I don't know. Realistically, it'd be like a 6.5, but I'd say it's closer to 6.
Bunny Girl doesn't get a 10. I'm gonna shoot all. I'm gonna give it a 7. For me. Also, yeah, do you guys want to hear Carson's like opinions too for like shows that we've seen?
I'll just say it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You
I don't
should
care
do
if they
that.
want to hear it.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You should do that for all the shows because you've seen all of the ones that I've seen.
I'm not gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna say for all of them, but the beard is never coming back. Because it was never there in the first place. It was just a neck beard.
Psychopaths.
I was thinking maybe at some point, if you guys really like this, I could do my anime list stream at some point.
Carson, when is the beard coming back?
Don't care about either of your opinions. I'm here for the Stardew gameplay. Well, sorry to disappoint you, Brian.
This was a really good show.
I didn't realize you guys wanted this bad to like do, like, if you guys really like this, then I will do it might take multiple streams, but I could do a My Anime List stream for me. Moustache. What's your Psychopaths? What's your rating on Psychopaths?
I think this is an 8.
Are you sure? I mean, it that's fair, but it didn't seem like you thought it was very good. It seemed like you thought it was good. I'm not trying to. If you actually think it's an 8, but it's just based on what how you've talked about it since we watched it. I really love Psychopaths.
I think this is one that I really want to rewatch.
True.
Personally,
True.
I think like some days I feel like I go between these. I think maybe I will rate it a 7, and then if I rewatch it, I will come back to it, and I'll probably end up rating it higher, because I think I would enjoy it more on the rewatch.
Just do it in one stream, Carson. Gosh, man, stop being such a slacker. I've just seen way more anime. Like, this will probably take 2 hours to get through all of Lindsay's stuff.
What is this? 20?
For me, and I've seen, like, way more stuff than she has.
19 or 18?
Carson out here being an influencer to Lindsay. That might have been 28.
I think it might have been.
I'm not sure.
We'll put it as 2018. Stop it, Meme Planet. Stop influencing her. Yeah. This is good. And I think I've only seen the first season of this, haven't I? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the movie.
And the movie. But yeah, I'm not trying to influence her. It's just that we watched it together and I really liked it. And by the time we got to the end, I remember her being like, yeah, this is really good. But I was like, okay, I'm like super into it. I'm surprised you didn't like it more because you really like police dramas and stuff like that. Oh,
yeah.
The A Choice with No Regrets.
Oh, the OVA.
OVA series, the 2 OVAs of Levi's backstory.
Yeah. I don't think I liked the Levi ones as much as Lost Girls.
Really?
I
Bold opinion.
Yeah, sorry guys. I think I would just rate it a 7 for me. On these.
Can I change the music real quick?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm just gonna go to the other Zelda wave. There we go. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I was afraid when you scroll that fast because I don't know if you're skipping anything that might, because sometimes it's the Japanese name.
Oh. Here we go.
Welcome to the NHK. What do you think of Welcome to the NHK?
This is another one that I should probably rewatch, but I'm gonna have to rank it based on what I thought of it at the time, which would be 5. I think this is another one that I would rate it higher
if you rewatched
if
it.
I rewatched it.
You rated a 5. Really? You didn't like it that much?
I didn't like it, but I think I just watched it like too early in my anime career.
That's fair.
I
watched it relatively
and
early.
I had also like never like, I don't know,
experienced anything like that?
Yeah.
You never lived on your own or like been super depressed?
Sure. But yeah, it just didn't really do much for me. Okay. I know I keep saying, hey, Totoro! My Neighbor Totoro. This is such a cute movie.
We are gonna get a list later on. For me, probably, because it seems like we got 90 viewers here, so I imagine you guys have been wanting. I mean, you guys said you wanted for this for a while, but like I didn't know there was this much call for it. So if you guys want me to do one, then I can do one at some point.
Okay, this one completed. This one is good. This one is. This one is an 8 for me. It has. It's not higher because it's not my favorite Ghibli movie. But it is really good and I really liked her. It's like a good rewatchable movie. That you don't have to get too invested in or too worried about because it's just a really wholesome story. So, I like it.
So an 8 for you.
An 8 for me.
I'd say that's a really fair rating. That's a really fair rating.
It's special, but we haven't seen that yet.
Wait, Sword of the Stranger.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm gonna go, we just watched this recently on...
Yeah, we did just watch this.
I'm gonna get more coffee, 1 second.
I think rating it a little bit later is better than rating it as soon as you finish it. Yeah, I agree. I think for there's a lot of shows that I want to rewatch, as I've been saying. And I think it's like easier to rate a show after twice. But I also feel like there's a good time in between to rate it because sometimes I like forget every detail of like whether I like super liked it or not. I think maybe like a month or 2 after is probably better. Okay. So this is completed. I did really like this movie. The dog was like the best character ever. But I don't know. I think it would be a 7 for me. It was good. It was good. But I don't know that I'd necessarily, like, go out of my way to watch it again, or that I was, like, super in love with it. But it was a good movie. It was a nice watch. So, that's that. Okay.
Konosuba Season 2.
Konosuba Season 2.
Funnier than Season 1.
Yeah.
Masterpiece.
No.
Just like, wait, what does this say? Oh, shit.
I think I'm gonna rate it a 7. Because, and I'll probably rate Season 1 that as well. Because, like I said before, the really funny moments were really funny, but there was some stuff that was just kind of okay. Does have one of our favorite characters in anime history, which is that guy that's just, like, on the side, like, yeah, I just watched the making of a hero, or whatever he says.
Like, so you finally did it, huh? Man. Like,
I fucking love that guy. He's so
this
funny.
kid.
And, like, the guy who just, like, is the responsible for all the problems in this world, kind of accidentally, I don't know. It's really good. But some of the moments were just okay, and there was some points that was a little bit slow. So.
That's fair.
I'd
probably give it a 6.
I think,
personally.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't like it as much as everyone else did. Everyone holds it as, like, this is top tier comedy.
I think.
But, like, when I just stack it up against Kaguya, I just can't.
I'm trying to rate things, like, by not worrying about comparing them to other stuff too much, but obviously there still has to be a little bit of comparison.
Yeah, that's the thing, is, like, these all exist within an ecosystem. ReZero you missed.
Oh.
Season 1 of ReZero.
Oh, Season 1. That's okay. Okay. Season 1 of ReZero. Good. It was good. It was a 7. It was.
That's fair.
I had fun watching it.
I'd probably give it a 7.
It was good. There was some good moments. The characters were funny. Like, there was funny moments, there was the sad moments, there was scary moments. Like, it sort of had it all and seemed like it was setting up for a really exciting journey. More on that later. What will be next? Oh.
Zoku. This is the second season.
Second season.
As I recall, you didn't like the second season quite as much because it wasn't as comedy. It was way more serious.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really honest. I barely remember this show. Like, I barely remember what happened.
That's fair. That's fair. So do you not want to rate it?
I don't want to rate it.
You gotta add it to your list.
I'll add it to the list, but I'm not gonna rate it for now. Because I feel like I can't give it a fair ranking because I literally, like, don't really remember.
So there's this guy. His name is
Hikigaya
Hachiman, and he's a loner. But he's really smart and very aware of the world around him and himself. And he's sort of because he's been embarrassed in the past, he's kind of pushed away at all sort of socialization, and is sort of made the shell around him, and he is very smart, and he has this particular view about youth and relationships and stuff like that, and he gets forced into the service club by their teacher, and meets this girl who is a lot like him but kind of different. And there is the service club. It's a fake club that's bullshit. It doesn't exist anywhere except for right here. They need to help other students with their emotional and social issues and help them get over their shit. It's them sort of meeting other students, hanging out with each other. They meet Yui in, like, the second episode, and Iroha in the second season, and it's all about them, like, you know, being in high school, I guess, and coming up with different shit. I still haven't seen season 3.
Yeah,
I really love this show.
I'm genuinely not gonna rate it for right now.
I don't know how to describe. I'm trying not to spoil it, but also
no,
it's hard
I kind of remember it,
the,
but I can't remember.
It's really hard to just like list out all the events without like talking about what they mean.
I know, and I kind of remember like the plot, but I can't really remember how I felt about it or like the details of like what would have made me like it. So I'm sorry, but I just genuinely
Jesus
don't. Maybe I should go back to page 1 again and do all the ones that were on there.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Do you want to do that first, or do you want to just find OG Fullmetal Alchemist and do that first, and then do Brotherhood, so you can talk about them in order?
Let's do that. And
you can just search it. There. Fullmetal Alchemist. 2003. It looks so fucking cool.
This is really good. This was the longest show I had watched.
And this was the first anime that really pulled you in.
Yeah.
And I predicted it, by the way. I was like, oh, you would, because I wanted to watch 2003 because I hadn't rewatched it. I watched it the first time, and then I hadn't rewatched it since I watched it for the first time because I moved on to Brotherhood. I rewatched Brotherhood multiple times, but I was like, I don't know if I can go back to 2003, but I want to rewatch it. And I was like, oh shit, Lindsay would fucking love Fullmetal Alchemist. I gotta force her to watch it, and then we just binged it over the course of like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And it was fucking incredible.
Yeah, this show, I really fell in love with this show. And even though it has problems later on, I just still loved it. I loved the aesthetic, the characters, I just loved everything about it. This one for me is 9.
There are some things that 2003 does better, but overall, it's like it doesn't even have a consistent logic to the story and to the alchemy. Like,
but I don't even care because it was really good.
And most people don't. Most people like it. Even I think Juan just said it is a little worse, but at the same time, I like 2003 more than Brotherhood. I don't know why. I think that's a lot of people's opinion. Is like there's just that soul that's there because it's like the product of a bunch of artists like working on it. Rather than it being just a sort of like Brotherhood is really good and really fucking well done and polished and awesome, but it's like it feels more like a factory sort of adaptation of a great source material with a lot of personality and love. It clearly has that artistic flair and that really good shit, but it's through the filter of this sort of machine. And then the 2003 has that as well, but because it's just like the sort of the product of just all, like the studio just coming up with shit, whatever the fuck they want. Yeah.
And I would rate this one an 8 for Brotherhood.
And what did you rate the original?
9.
Wow.
I was thinking about giving them the same, but this one, like, it was good, but there was like a lot of. I think if I rewatched it, I would maybe rate it higher. But I was, especially at the beginning, I was not willing to let go of 2003. I was like, get the fuck out of here with these new characters. Get the fuck out of here with this new plot.
She thought it was like when Mei Chang and Ling Yao were introduced. She thought she stopped and she was just like, I don't like where this is going. This looks like it's turning into fucking Naruto. Like, what is? But this was way before she watched Naruto. But she's just like, oh, this is super like. This went from like cool, fictionalized like. Neo-Europe weird like alt history type cool shit. Now it's just like now it's just fucking Japanese like ninjas and fucking like it was like this cool scientist
here's
and like
the thing
military.
Is I didn't see how it like was going to fit into the plot that like because it was obviously a different story, like it was a different thing going on, but I was just like,
but you didn't like change, so you were like,
I was just like, yeah, how did this fit in? I did actually like them.
Here's
later
the thing.
on.
One thing you need to know about Lindsay: she hates change, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. That's why she like doesn't like when characters have a redemption arc. Sometimes is because she holds a grudge, but not because she's hateful. It's just because you're this asshole. You were introduced as an asshole. So how can you change? Like it's impossible. And she has that's a big problem Lindsay has with a lot of shit. I have my own problems, but that's something that if you know that about Lindsay, then everything makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, I still thought it was good, but it was I don't know. I remember I like got to the end of this, like when we were in like the end, and I kept calling like line for line what the characters were gonna say in like that really weird like watch session we were having, where I was like just like, and then he says this, and then he literally said that or some shit like during the fight, and I was just like narrating the fight before it even happened, and it was kind of an epic flex for me, but
I think it's also a testament to what you like, because I think you like the predictable shit. Like, you really like it when something's predictable and clean, and like, you know, but that's also weird. That doesn't really make sense why you would like 2003, except for the fact that you watched it before. I think if you watched Brotherhood first, you would like Brotherhood way fucking more.
Well, that's why, but just so if you guys are interested, we're going to rewatch both of these soon in the order of Brotherhood, then 2003, just to see what I think. Talking about Carson's beard?
Yeah, as far as change. No, she didn't like it. She hated it, but I don't blame her for that. I don't think that has anything to do with whether she likes change. It was just a shitty beard.
Let's go here.
A full redemption arc, Lindsay.
Season 3 part
Oh, a shitty season. Season 3 part 2. Where is even season 3 part 1?
Lower than this, apparently.
I suppose. That makes sense, though.
Oh, shit. I did like this part. I really liked this part. Season 3 part 2 I think was really good for me. And I think, what did I give season 1 a 9? And I gave season 2 an 8. I think.
I don't remember.
I think I would give this one... I think I would give this one a 9 again.
Really?
I think, yeah. I liked the, like, I would just really liked what was going on during this. It was a really, and it's kind of, I feel like it's kind of hard not to like it because it's so intense.
It's just a fucking battle. The entire season, like.
But it's, like, so good, and, like, some of the shit that happened, like, I won't go into spoilers, but, like, some of the stuff that happens is, like.
It's so fucking well, like, it all just comes
really
together
works.
in, like, it's, like, everything that's set up, and it could have gone either way. That's the, yeah. I obviously no spoilers, but it's just, like, when the critical choice needs to be made, any time anything was happening, it was set up so well that it could have gone any way and it would have made perfect sense with the story. Yeah. Literally, it could have gone any way and it would have been just as good. I'll see you later, Hot Shield. But that's why it's so good. It's because not only did it work perfectly, but it was so tense because you legitimately don't know where it's going to go. Because even if you're thinking about it from a meta perspective of like, oh, well, this character's not going to die, this character's not going to die, these people are going to be fine, or like, you know, it could have gone any way and it would have worked fine.
Yeah, I also feel like we were far enough into the series that like your like the meta like, oh, this can't happen, it's kind of gone because like some people like just like speaking from like oh, well, this isn't gonna happen because that wouldn't suit the story. But we were, like, far enough into the story, and there's still enough mystery that kind of anything can happen.
Yeah. And then, obviously, after that, because that was, like, the last part where everything's still a mystery.
Yeah.
And then everything completely fucking blows open at the end. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
That's
apparently, Japanese man Yuta, who's a great channel, by the way, he's, like, an interviewer, he stops people on the street in Japan. He asked people about their top anime list, and no one recognized Steins Gate in Japan. Oh. Stuff like that is really weird. I believe it, because, like, they remember, and different things are popular there than they are here, obviously. But it's funny, because Steins Gate is, like, so popular in the West, and, like, it's one of the top fucking shows that people have seen and that people love. A Silent Voice.
I thought this one was okay for me. Personally, I don't know. I know a lot of people really like this show, but like,
it's a movie.
Yeah, I'm sorry, movie. I know a lot of people liked it.
Do you just not remember it?
I remember it, but I just remember even when I was watching it, I didn't think it was like the best thing I'd ever seen. I don't know.
Wow.
I would rate it a 6.
It sounds like it's less than a 6, but you don't want to give it a 6 on a live stream. That's what it sounds like. Or you don't want to give it less than a 6 on a live stream.
I don't know, like, it was an alright movie.
Is it less than a 6? Is it a 4 for you?
I don't... No, because that's bad.
Is it average?
Maybe it's average. It was just okay. For me.
That's a fucking horrible
Unsubscribed.
take. That's like such a horrible take. It's just a wrong opinion, just so you know. I mean, do you, but it's such a wrong opinion.
I don't know.
Give any justification of why that's true.
I don't know. I just thought it was just...
But what about it? Like, it? What is it? What about it is so bad?
9.1 to 6. End the stream there. Come on, Lindsay, give it a 7 at least. And just
no, she's giving it what she wants, but you need to justify that if you think it's so shit. Like, what about it is so bad? What is the ranking based on?
I don't completely remember it. And I remember but I do remember when I was watching it, I didn't think it was like that great.
What about it? What about it is so bad or good? What about it what about it keeps it from being a 1 is what I'm saying. Like, if you don't remember it, and if it's like that unremarkable, why not give it like a 2 if you actually don't like it? But like, why a 5 and not a 4? Why a 5 and not a 6 or a 7 or an 8? This is why I'm here, by the way, because this is your list, but you could just stream it on your own, but I'm here to challenge you on your horrible takes, because if you actually think that, actually explain why. I'll wait.
I don't know. Are they divorcing now?
No, I'm just challenging her. I'm being the voice of the people, as Donovan said.
Maybe it's because I don't like a redemption arc. Maybe that's...
I think that's true.
I think that might just be it.
Is that it?
I think it might be that. I don't know.
Hey, FL Vortex. Fuck you. You screw off, kid. Go away. This is my stream. Leave.
Yeah, this is pretty shitty, then move on. I don't know.
This isn't, no, yeah, I'm not trying to peer pressure into a different opinion. I'm just saying, like, why a 5? Why a 5? If it's so unremarkable and you, like, don't like it, then why is it not lower than a 5?
Because I don't fully remember it. So I don't want to just be like, oh, this is shit, in part because I don't remember it.
It's the story of a boy who bullies a deaf girl, and then as he grows up, wants to change how he views the world and how he acts and how, you know, he doesn't want to be a piece of shit anymore. That's basically the story. And it's super emotional and well done. Kyoto Animation, by the way, same thing as Violet Evergarden. This was like one of the last big projects before the fucking building was burned down, just to twist the knife on you.
Lindsay, we still love you, but weapons are illegal in my country. I don't know.
Exactly. You can have the score. If that's your score, just say why. Just, like, explain why that. At the very... Because this is number 10, and you're giving it a 5 when everyone else rated it a 9.
I don't know. Maybe I just need to rewatch. Maybe I just, like...
Because the way you're describing it, it seems like you're remembering it worse than when you watched. Because I watched it with you and you liked it because I had seen it already, and I fucking loved it. And I was like, oh my god, you're gonna love this. And I remember you liking it, unless you were just lying. But like,
I guess just when I think of it, I don't really remember liking it. But
wow,
maybe this is another one to add to the rewatch.
Do you want to watch the trailer? Or, like, to remind you of what happened?
I think I just need to... I just need to watch it again. I think I just need to watch the actual movie again.
But you're saying, do you not remember it?
Like, I don't really remember it, but I don't remember liking...
Let's just watch the trailer.
Okay.
Let's just watch the trailer. Oh, this is fucking the Japanese trailer. Hang on 1 second. Oh, Jesus. YouTube. Silent voice. Wait, let's do the dub trailer since we watching the dub. Full movie English dub. Sound voice English dub. Trailer. Okay, let's try this one. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. That jog your memory at all? Do you hate it more now?
No, I hate it. I don't know why I thought I didn't like it. I think I need to not rate this and I need to watch it again.
Holy shit, you guys. This is my struggle.
Because I remember it being not good, but then when I see that, I'm like, why?
Now you guys wonder why I lose my fucking mind some live streams. Angel. Oh shit. That girl is the only reason why this movie is a 9 for me.
Lindsay be like, redemption, a law more like a death sentence. Carson only wants reasoning when it's opinion he doesn't agree with.
Well, because it's reason, like, she gives enough reason when it's an opinion that I agree with. No, it's like it's just with this one, you heard it from the horse's mouth. She said she just forgot what happened in the movie. Then I was like, can we watch the trailer? You're just like, no, I just don't like it. And I'm just like, okay, well, you said you don't remember what happens. And then we watch the trailer and she's just like, oh yeah, I like that movie. And it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get the nunchaku in a second. Yeah, see, this is my problem. It's not, this opinion is invalid. I agree. Well, the thing that makes it invalid isn't necessarily that she just has the opinion. It's that she couldn't justify it or, like, base it on anything. So there'd be no point in her, like, if she actually thought it was a 5 and gave some reasoning as to why it was a 5, then maybe that would be at least an argument, and we could disagree with it, but at least that's an argument, and that's just her opinion, and that's what this is. It's called my anime list for a reason. It's because it's her opinion. This isn't a standardized list. She tries to make it standardized, and that's where she runs into trouble. Because if she wanted to rate it a 5, she could list a couple reasons why she thought it was a 5, and we could disagree, but, like, you know. But I think that's what it is. The trailer used the word redemption. Of course she's giving it a 5, exactly. But, like, why not a 4? Why not a 6? Why not a 7? Like, she was almost ready to rate it a 6, and I was like, wait, it sounds like you want to rate it lower. And she was like, yeah, you're right, rates it lower. Okay, well then why not lower than that? Because you seem to have a way worse opinion. Like a less favorable opinion, not a worse opinion, even though it is also a worse opinion. But yeah, so that was my thing. I talk harsh when she is here, if you haven't noticed. Anyway, but yeah, she's just straight up wrong with this as far as I'm concerned. And it's telling that she couldn't even, like, give a justification for it. But anyway, to give a sneak peek into my anime list, I would rate it a 9. The only reason I wouldn't rate it a 10 is because there was like the whole shit with the girl with the dark hair. She just seemed so like, it seemed like they were setting her up to be like but she's our bitch. She's a total fucking asshole, but at least she's on our team. It's like, no, she's not. She like showed up outside, like, anyway, I won't go into spoilers, but like towards the end, it's like you're still just being a fucking psycho. This isn't like she didn't get redeemed. She just we just like forgave her for what happened, which I guess is a good moral, but she didn't change what she was like. She wasn't affected or changed by that. Like they like I forget the deaf girl's name, but she like was better about it. But it was like, and she like extended an olive branch, but the girl, and then like they just acted like it was still like everything was solved. But yeah.
Okay. We'll leave that one as unrated. From now on, if I like don't quite remember something, like I did for Snafu as well, I'm just gonna leave it.
Fair enough. I'm gonna be right back.
Your name. I'm also going to leave this because
you don't want to face the wrath of the internet when you rate it a 4?
No, I don't. It's another one that I don't remember enough to like give it a good rating.
You always talk about it like you remember it when we're off camera.
I seem to remember that it was like alright for me, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes, like, I don't know. I've seen so much stuff, but it's really hard to remember all the details of what makes something really good and what Carson claims other to change Lindsay's rating back to a 9. Yeah, not remembering it is a sign that you didn't like it that much. So that's kind of how I feel. That's why I was going to, like, give Silent Voice a 5, because it's like, if I don't remember actively disliking it, but I don't remember actively loving it, then that means, and I don't really remember much of it at all, then that means it was probably just okay. Or I like didn't appreciate it when I watch it, or I need to rewatch it, or this or that. So give it a 5 before he comes back. No, I don't know. I'll watch it again.
What the fuck are you talking about giving it a 5? No, I'm just
Were you just waiting there?
No, I just happened to walk in when you guys were talking about that. I'm gonna get more coffee, 1 second.
Oh, can you get me some more water?
Yeah, sure. This is a tiny cup, that's why I keep leaving.
Could you also get me one of my airheads?
Yeah.
A white one. I know, because I'm pretty sure this is like by like the same director or same studio or whatever as Weathering with You, and I know that I definitely like Weathering with You more than this when I first watched it. I remember it being like good, but definitely not, it definitely I don't think lived up to the hype that I had thought, but maybe on a rewatch I would like it more. I don't know. I'm gonna rate your name to 5. Who comes up with the name BOLDcast? Like, who came up with BOLDcast? Carson? Oh, we need to put this back. I'm not qualified to do that. If you don't remember, that doesn't mean you had a bias towards it being positive or negative. It probably just means you genuinely forgot. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes it's because I genuinely forgot, or sometimes because it was average, and therefore I didn't put any memory into it. I don't know. But, Carson, I need you to fix the stream. Like, it's us big and the thing small again. Yeah. I did it. I'm a professional streamer, guys. Carson's fired. Yeah, so we'll leave that one for now. What else is on here? Oh, here we go. Spirited Away. This one... Did Carson say he was leaving to get ice cream? No. When did he say... He said he was leaving to go get coffee. Okay. Spirited Away. I've seen it. I really want to rewatch this. I started rewatching it, but then I got, like, really sad and scared by it, so I stopped.
Apparently my nephew watched Spirited Away recently, and he really liked it. He wasn't scared at all,
Oh,
which I was
really?
really surprised by. The water's refilling.
Carson bought a, like, store, like, the like, what you like, a gas station or a store would buy, and then he ate, like, all of them.
There's 60 of them in this.
Yeah,
Lindsay
I took...
maybe had 20 total?
Well, I still have them in the other room because I took them before he ate them all. I had 3, and then I took 2 of each color before you ate them all. I think this one for me.
Audit why his nephew liked it. I don't know why he just liked it. He just enjoyed it. He thought it was good. He really liked what?
I think they're asking, like, did you ask him and interrogate him as to why you liked it?
No, because he liked it. If he didn't like it, I would audit him. He's 5 though. Like, so I thought that he would be scared by it. I knew he would like it. Kids always fucking love Ghibli movies. They're fucking great.
Carson, I got a diet regimen for you. First eat 40 airheads in the morning.
I'm way ahead of you at that point. Okay, what's your rating?
Okay, this one is gonna be a 7 for me.
You're rating Ghibli movies way fucking lower than I thought you were gonna.
I'm not just gonna give them all a 10.
Why not?
Because I don't think they're all a 10.
That's crazy.
I think some of them are 10s.
You're out of your mind. No, it's just we were joking before the stream. We were like, all right, let's do all the Ghibli movies first, just get them out of the way. 10, 10, 10, 10.
Alright, here we go. Kaguya Season 2. This one I'm gonna give a 10 out of 10. This, to me...
As far as a season of anime, it's about as good as it can get.
It's, like, the 10 says masterpiece. This is genuinely what I would call a masterpiece.
Actually a masterpiece.
This is the only thing that I think... Anohana is, like, my #1 anime for so long, but I actually think that Season 2 of Kaguya has actually, like, surpassed that. Not Kaguya, the whole show, but Season 2 of Kaguya, I think, is my #1 season of anime that I've ever seen.
Yeah, Season 2 of Kaguya, like, if you're... Because they're separated into seasons. If you're going to rate a season of anime, it's literally as good as it could get in terms of quality. All the fucking detail, the comedic timing was incredible. The way that they set up the episodes to be, like, little mini arcs in, like, 2 or 3 per episode. Sometimes 1 if it's a big plot episode. And, like, the diversity of character, like, it's just... And the way that every character adds something to the dynamic.
The way there's, like, moments that make you cry in a comedy show, like, you're already... before you even know it, you're so invested, and then they just fucking smack you in the face with, like, some real, like, it's like, oh, let's do this, like, random bullshit thing, and then they just fucking smack you in the face with something that's, like,
oh, we gotta leave the student council room behind, like, just, yeah, and the progression, like, with actual romantic progression, but not too much, like, it didn't turn into a fucking straight-up shoujo. In fact, they joked about that, you know?
It was so good. This one.
I think the music's slightly loud.
Okay.
Princess Mononoke.
When I first watched this, I didn't really like it. On the rewatch, I liked it a lot more.
What'd you give it?
This one.
Breath of the Wild, the movie, by the way.
I think on my first watch, I would have probably given it like a 6 or a 7. On my second watch, it would probably be a 8.5 if I could do that. I think actually a 9. On the rewatch, I liked it a lot more, and I think I, like, got more of, like,
what
the message and the meaning behind it the second time. But to be fair, I think the first time...
We had just started dating.
We had, like, just started dating. This was, like, one of our first, like, dates. And we, like, went to, like, our school, like, just was putting this on in, like, one of those...
In an
auditorium-style classroom. And we, like, went with two of his friends that I didn't know.
Yeah. So it was a stressful time, so you weren't really focusing on
And there was, like, 20 people in the room, and it was just, like, it was just a really awkward situation.
I didn't think it was awkward. I thought it was fucking awesome.
I know you thought it was awesome, but for me, it was kind of awkward.
It was incredible. It was dope. It was great.
So... But, on the rewatch, I liked it a lot more. Vinland Saga.
What's Vinland Saga to you?
Vinland Saga was really good.
It was really good.
The fucking first opening for this is, like, one of the best. One of my favorites. And the show itself, like, continued to surprise me as we went along. I don't know, it's really good because I feel like it's the kind of show that could have been done live action, but it did it in anime and it worked even better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is the kind of show that I would have watched had it been live action before I got into anime, I guess is what I mean by that. And, like, there was just a lot of really good moments, a lot of different character stuff going on and different world stuff. I don't know. This one was really good. For me, this...
Admit, you need to watch Vinland Saga. It's way fucking better than Vikings. And I haven't finished Vikings. I watched, like, the first 4 or 5 seasons. And it really fucking gets rough around that time. But, and it was rough the entire time. It was...
Oh, will you add your favorite characters and shows on the favorites list? Oh.
Oh, can you do that?
Maybe you can do that after, like, from your list or some shit? I don't know. Either way. This one's an 8 for me. I really hope that they make another season of this.
I would put in 8, but the manga, from what I only read up to, like, halfway through the first season in the manga.
I think you can rate the manga separately.
I would rate the manga a 9 or a 10. Because the manga is incredible. And the only problem that I have, I know this isn't my stream, the only problem that I have with the adaptation is that, like, I don't have a problem with the 3D, I don't have a problem with the animation, really. What I have a problem with is some of the moments that were supposed to be these, like, larger-than-life things, the adaptation felt kind of tone-deaf in some places. Like, when, at the very beginning, when they're fucking carrying the ships over the mountain, it's like this sweeping thing with, like, following it around, and when really it's supposed to be, like, this almost, like, magical thing of, like, because people are watching, they see the shadows of these dragon heads, like, in the forest, and they're like, what the fuck is going on? Like, and then they emerge from the thing, and he's like, and, Ashkelad is, like, pointing forward with his sword and everything. Like, it's this larger-than-life thing, but they made it into, they went to Michael Bay with it, I think, in the anime. Like, and there are some things, like, sometimes they hit it, sometimes, like, all the stuff with Thor's, they hit really well, but, like, for some things, I guess it's also maybe personal, because, like, my vision of, like, how the sort of emotions I felt, it felt like the anime just kind of went a completely different direction. And it might be a personal preference thing, but it did kind of feel, most of the time, in any case, manga's better. That's not always true. Most of the time, but yeah.
Pokemon Tree said, in terms of my favorite characters, Rachel from Tower of God and Sakura will compete for the #1 spot. Okay.
Big true.
Remember we were thinking of watching that?
Mushishi, yeah. I've wanted to watch it for years, but it's just, you know.
Howl's Moving Castle?
Oh.
This is another one that I want to rewatch because I feel like I fucking missed something with this one.
Same.
I don't know. Like, everyone goes on about this one, but, like, when I watched it, I was literally just like, I mean, okay. It seemed like they didn't know where they were fucking going with this.
When it's, like, apparently a really faithful adaptation of a novel.
Yeah.
So.
But for me, I saw, like, I watched this, and, like, I had heard from, like, fucking
107 viewers.
Every person ever about how fantastic Howl's Moving Castle was and what a masterpiece it was, and I watched it and I was just like, like every time something would happen, I was like, okay.
All right, see you later, Huda boy.
So I think that this is one that I maybe need to watch again to like see if I have a similar vibe of like Princess Mononoke, of like on the rewatch you get like what it's really about.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Spirited Away is why I want to watch it again, and why I think I would probably end up rating it higher if I watched it again.
I maybe would. I don't know. I didn't see what everyone else saw in it
of
personally.
This?
Yeah. This movie.
Yeah, this one for me was honestly a 6. I don't know. It was not fantastic for me. It was still like a good movie to watch, but like I wasn't too crazy about it or anything. Okay.
Demon Slayer. All right, get your dislikes ready, people. Get your dislikes ready. Lindsay fucking can't stand Demon Slayer for some reason.
It's not that I can't stand it, I just think it's just really okay.
That's not what you said.
Like,
Don't even lie. Don't even lie about what you said off camera.
There's things that I like about it, and there's things that I don't like about it. And, like, I don't know. At first, I really liked it. When we first started watching it, I really, really liked it. I thought, wow, this is really well done. I really like... We're gonna get into, like, some mild spoilers here.
Holy shit, everyone else is giving it a 6.
Like, at first I thought, wow, this is fantastic. That, like, it's so high quality. Everything about it is good. The story is being set up really nice. When they talk about how the swords are made, that really amazed both of us, of like, wow, the lore is fucking deep, and they're like going into it, and it's like creative. And Tanjiro's character as well was like set up as a super likable character. What? You're surprised?
I'm surprised how many people are agreeing with you. I didn't think that the masses agree. Judging from how toxic the fucking Demon Slayer community is, I was not expecting people to, like, be this real about it. Keeping it 100 of, like, yeah, it's a 6 to 8, and then fucking episode 19 is a god tier episode, but that's the only reason it's rated as an 8.66, which I 100% agree with, by the way. I actually agree.
Okay.
It was never a big deal for me. I don't know. I would have probably given it a 7 or an 8. I would probably give it an 8 because visually it is a serious spectacle.
It is really good, but I do, like, I guess to you, like, having really supreme animation is really, like,
it's a visual medium.
For you.
It's a visual medium.
I don't know. To me, I don't, like, pick up on it as much. I don't know if that's just...
I think it's a lack of experience.
Yeah.
I think it's a difference in values, first of all, but I also think it's a lack of experience, because the more you watch, the more you pick up on stuff like that, and the more you pay attention. But yeah, I don't know. I would give it a solid 7 or an 8. I would probably give it closer to an 8, because it's fucking super well edited. It's super well established. It's super well done in every way. The only reason it's not higher is because the story is just so basic. So I would probably give it a 7 or an 8. I don't know what I would actually give it. And the music is incredible.
The music is really good.
The music is fucking out of this world. Like, yeah, it does not deserve an 8.66. It doesn't deserve, I think, anything above an 8. An 8 is its ceiling as far as the first season. I don't know what happens later, but that would be my rating.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like some things that I liked, but as it seemed like as it went on, there was like more stuff I disliked.
Welcome back, Epic Senju.
But I'm not like, and like everyone says the movie is so good, but I am like fully ready that like when we watch the movie, I really like. I think like the movie could definitely change my mind on like what I think of the show. I'm not I'm not just counting it out, you know. Mm. Which is why, but for me it is a 5. I never got to the point where I was like so invested, even in like the highlight episode. In that episode, I was like, yes, this is so good. But to me, that didn't
negate.
That didn't change what else I was feeling about it.
That's a totally fair opinion. I just didn't think that many people agreed with you. I thought that you were more alone. I knew some people thought that, but I didn't think. Judging by what people are saying in our chat, they're like, everyone is way yeah, ReZero season 1 has been rated. You rated it a 7?
Yeah, because I did like ReZero season 1. Now we maybe need to start searching for things that like aren't, because we went through quite a bit.
Did you do Brotherhood? I think
you did. I did. We can refresh it.
Oh, I guess we've been on the first page for a long time.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on here that I'd seen. Should we do more? I wonder if we can find, like, if we go to here, if we could find
related or recommendations.
I guess not. I was looking for just
more Ghibli stuff.
Here's Kiki's.
Oh, Kiki's Delivery Service.
I like Kiki's. Kiki's is really cute.
Kiki's is really good. Really great movie.
Mm-hmm. You've seen this one a few times. This one's just like a really sort of like this one's like similar to Totoro, of that it's just easily rewatchable. This one's kind of has like a bit of like a growing up, coming of age theme to it. Really, and it has like some funny moments, some serious moments, really well done. I like this one. This one for me is an 8. This one is one that I would like to just put on and have a good time watching, similar to with Totoro.
If you want to, you can click Ghibli on the side if you go back. Or no, it's here. Or yeah, it'll be down here in the information.
Oh, very good. Kiki is the most complete Miyazaki movie. It has an interesting, it has like a good structure as well. What?
I'm just thinking, is that true? Is it the most complete? Scroll down more. You've rated all those.
Oh.
Grave of the Fireflies.
This one is...
It's rated criminally low. And only an 8.5.
This one, for me, is a 10.
That's a 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen.
This one fucking destroyed me.
That destroyed me for, like, days after watching it.
Oh, go grab the little thing.
Oh, shit, true. This has been in the background of our videos for a long time.
On the back. We bought 2 of these and we ate one of them. And they were actually really good.
The fruit drops. Legendary. Yeah, I can't rewatch it either. I will eventually. But it's so, like, it's destructive.
This one is one that I don't need to rewatch to be sure of it, yeah. Yeah, this one is brutal. Yeah, it's so sad and in such a realistic way, and you want it to, you know it's not gonna work out, but you...
Yeah, it just starts off with the ending, like, you know.
And, like, and there's, like, moments of such hope and such fucking despair. I don't know. Yeah. That one is just really... Ponyo, this one, I was not expecting to like this one. Gonna be honest, but, like, from everything I'd seen of, like, the art of this, I was like, this looks stupid. And then I watched it, and it was, like, this one is one where I don't usually notice animation, but in this one is fucking undeniable. And the colors,
is an incredible
the palettes,
movie.
Everything about this movie was really good. And it's, sorry.
And Tina Fey as the mom? Come on. Yeah, for me, this is a fucking 9. Just on visuals alone, it's a 9. It's such a beautiful and incredible movie in every fucking way. Yeah,
this one for me is a 9 as well.
It's a 10 just because it is kind of fucking weird. And,
yeah, it is weird, but it's a really feel-good movie.
And
but it still has that fucking escalation of, like, where you're, like, kind of stressed about, I don't know,
But it doesn't, the only reason it's not a 10 for me is because it's not super, it doesn't, like, the emotion doesn't, like, fucking stay with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
but it is really beautiful in, like, a weird kind of way. It's kind of different. I don't know. I wasn't expecting to like this one, but this one really blew me away, personally. Oh.
React to your guys' Mal accounts? That would be funny as fuck. That would be incredible. That might be a stream of its own after we've done ours.
We need to react to, like, ReZero and Tower of God fans' Mal account. Trash. Absolutely. Get out of here.
High School, like, DxD is a 10 out of 10? What the fuck are you smoking?
This one, This movie should have
This-
been. This movie should have been like 3 movies.
It should have been. It was fucking Star Wars the anime.
This was an out of control. It was out of control.
It was literally 3 movies in
If
one.
you guys haven't seen this movie, but want to watch 3 movies while only watching 1 movie, go and watch this movie.
This was a ride. This was incredible.
Like, every time you think it's over, and then you look, and there's still, like, 2 hours left.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an absolute roller coaster, but still so good.
Fucking 9 out of 10 for me. I don't know about you. You would probably give it an 8?
I think this one's an 8 for me.
But it has not only is it like Star Wars, but Mark Hamill voices the villain. So there you go.
This one is really good. But it is still just an 8 for me, cuz it's not one that I would like want to go like that I'm like urgent to go back and rewatch, I guess. It factors in a little bit for me.
Ooh.
This one.
The Secret World of Arrietty. The British dub with Tom Holland is pretty good.
This one is a 7 for me.
Good, solid, strong 7.
Still a good
Strong
movie,
7.
but like not to the same level as a lot of other.
The Maid was
movies.
such a psycho.
The Maid. Holy fuck!
No
I cannot...
spoilers, but The Maid was a fucking psycho. DBZ is yeah, that's a rough. We'll get into that in my list, I suppose. Yes, there's 2 dubs. There's 2 English dubs. There's an American one, which we didn't watch, and the English one, because I think the English voices kind of fit better with sort of the style of Ghibli. But it has Tom Holland as the main boy in it.
Okay, underrated.
Is this The Cat Returns?
This is
A
Whisper of the Heart. One of the
Oh my
so
god.
fucking and an 8.2. Are you joking me? This
It was
movie,
higher than Arrietty. Arrietty was a 7.96.
I know, but still, this movie was an absolute masterpiece. I had country roads in there like 5 times.
This is a lesser known one. If you guys haven't seen Whisper of the Heart, this is a great one. Get some fucking cocoa, snuggle up in a nice blanket, maybe watch it with someone you care about, but just be comfy and cozy and watch this movie. This is an incredible fucking movie.
I never hear, and here's the thing, I've been wanting to make some like Ghibli videos for a while, and I think in the new year that's going to be something that I really want to do. No promises on a timeline, but like I always want to talk about, because I always hear Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, and Totoro. I feel like those 3 are like, yeah, I've seen all the Ghibli movies. They've seen those 3.
I love Studio Ghibli. I loved Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. They're my favorite. I love them. They're like, they make the best movies.
But I never hear people talk about this or my like favorite, which we're gonna get to, obviously. But I never hear people talk about it, and this is one of the best ones, in my opinion.
Let's take a break for 1 second, because, right, so what, wait, oh yeah.
I'm rating this one a 10.
10 out of 10? That's totally respectable. It's
Yeah.
such an incredible movie.
Okay, what are we
But let's take a break from the Ghibli. We'll get back to the Ghibli after one thing, but I see people talking about DBZ in the chat, so I figure we might as well
Oh, Dragon Ball movie?
do the DBS Broly. What did you think of the Broly movie, since people were asking for it?
Okay. Well, the thing about this movie...
Yeah, go.
Is I had no fucking idea what was going on 90% of the time. The fights were just stupid. Like, the fight went on for like the entire movie, and I was just like...
Lindsay's never seen an episode of Dragon
Yeah,
Ball.
I didn't know anything about Dragon Ball, and I watched this movie. But the story with Ba was like...
Yeah.
Made me we saw this in the theaters, and I was literally crying in the theater, and I've cried since when it has been brought up. We have rewatched that scene, and I have cried again. Because...
This was a fucking incredible movie. This is the best Dragon Ball movie of all time.
But the problem is, I can't... Like,
You don't know what was going on.
I don't know what was going on, so I have to rate it a 5. But I would rate it bad. I would rate it worse if it wasn't for, like, that one scene that, like, really impacted me. But
That's fair.
But
a lot of what is good about this movie comes with the context of seeing the show and knowing the story of Broly, knowing the story of Goku and his dad, and all of Planet Vegeta and all that shit, and the backstory with Frieza. Having all of that established over the last like 20 plus years of your life and then seeing this retcon it in the best way possible, that's a huge thing. But if you don't have that prior knowledge, then just the origin story of this Superman plotline, which is whatever. But, like, I liked it. I really like what they did. But if you don't have that prior context, then the sort of gravitas of that decision is kind of lost. And the quality of animation and all the different power scaling things, like how they're fighting in base form, and they go up to god form, and they're fighting fully in base form.
And then they're, like, jumping around trying to, like, turn into the one... They're, like, trying to combine together.
Yeah, doing the fusion
and
dance.
I'm just like,
if you didn't know about the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z when you were fucking 8 years old, then you probably don't give a shit about them trying to bring Gogeta, who, by the way, was just a Dragon Ball GT, who was retconned out of the story. They only had Vegeta with them combined, but because it's a different fusion technique, but then the fusion dance gives Gogeta, but they only had that in GT. Now they're bringing it back into the canon after they retconned him out. Like, it's a huge deal. So, like, there's so much if this is a movie that if you have the context, it's an incredible fucking movie. But if you don't have the context, it's just, what the fuck is even going on?
Yeah, to me, I would have literally rated this very bad if it didn't have that scene. But I have to bring it up to average because that scene, I, like, still remember that. I still feel that scene. Oh.
There. Okay.
Should we keep doing Ghibli stuff? For now? I feel like we might as well.
I feel like we're on a roll. Fuck it. We've seen, like, almost all of them.
Oh, this one. Oh, I missed that.
The Wind Rises?
Yes.
I loved The Wind Rises. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was really fucking good. As far as a modern Ghibli movie, it is so good.
This was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed some of the other ones. But it... And I feel like just so you guys know, I am going to be, like, re-updating this list as I re-watch stuff in the future, or as my opinion changes or whatever. I just wanted to say that, because, whatever.
So what would you rate this one? No, we're going through Ghibli. There's a bunch of other stuff we're getting to after this, because we just got on the roll.
It's all in one place right now.
So we're going to do more after Ghibli.
Just so that we don't miss any of them. I would say I'd give this one an 8.
Really? That's higher than I thought you would have rated it. Do you remember what happened in the movie?
Yeah, and I remember, and it was like good, and so this is one that I do want to rewatch.
Yeah.
As well. But
I thought you were gonna give it
I would rewatch it. And yeah, I don't know. I like the focus on, like, the flying. I don't know. It's magical, but, like, in a real way, yeah. I guess. Now, here we go. The Cat Returns.
Cat Returns.
So, Whisper of the Heart, as I just gave it a 10 out of 10.
This is the sequel.
This is the sequel, but I won't spoil as to, like, how it relates, because that is kind of a spoiler. This one for me is a 7.
That's totally fair.
It's, are you just checking the thing? Oh. Yeah, so this one's a 7 for me because it's...
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the room. Check it. Yeah, 7 because
it's weird, okay? It's super weird. But I still love it. It's I don't know, it's just so weird, but watch Whisper of the Heart and then maybe take a breather and then watch this one. And on to the next one. Okay, I feel like this...
Oh my god. This weird movie when Marty was there.
I feel like this one could have been, like...
Incestuous ghost lesbians. the Ghibli movie.
Yeah, I don't know if we just, like, got the wrong vibe, but I was expecting this to be, like, one of the, like, a really epic lesbian love story, and I would have absolutely been down for that. I would have loved that, but, then it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did any of you guys, like, feel that same thing, or was it, did we just, like, somehow get the wrong vibe, or was it because we watched in the dub that it had that weird vibe? I don't know. Good, I'm not the only one who thought they were lesbians. I
feel like it was.
I fucking shipped it. I was really down for. I thought
until it was her. Never mind. Spoiler.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have rated. If it had been what I thought it was, I would have given this movie a 10 out of 10. I would have thought it was a really beautiful movie.
Yeah.
But then it
was
just
this Miyazaki?
was kind of weird.
Was this Miyazaki or was this somebody else?
I think it might have been someone else, but I don't remember.
Yes, it was a different team. It's post Miyazaki days.
Yeah, I would have really liked it if they stuck to like one or the other of the options, but they like merged them together, and then I was kind of like, they just like totally ruined my dreams of this movie. They like, yeah. Anyway, so I've seen it, and I'll give it a 7 because it was good, and it was shaping up to be one of my favorites. Until they just made it weird.
His son did this movie? That's Tales from Earthsea. Did he do this? I don't think his son did this. That was Tales from Earthsea. Which it's the worst Ghibli movie probably.
4 dislikes. How dare you people? Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah, reminder, hit like on the video, please. Porco Rosso. That's
a
lower
lower
than I
rating
thought.
than I would have thought.
That's lower than I thought. This is a great fucking movie to me.
This one was really good. This one's a solid 9 for me.
It felt like a classic Ghibli movie.
Yeah, it really surprised me, and it was like, yeah, like kind of an instant classic. When you watch it, you're just like, okay, it's a pig guy. And then it's just like really good.
It's like anime James Bond.
Yeah, and there's like violence and action and magic and I don't know. Mm-hmm. I like it. And planes.
Yes.
Classic
planes.
Have not seen this yet. What is this? Oh,
From Up on Poppy Hill.
This one, I really liked this one. This was a really good one as well. But this one, slight spoilers, I feel like they also did like a weird like almost incest thing with this one. But then they went the other way where they like thought that it was, but then it wasn't. But for me this one was an 8. This one was really good. I really liked the aesthetic of this one. And I loved they were fucking cleaning up the clubhouse.
That was good. And then they start singing. And
oh my god, it was just so good. And then they had like the assembly and like the teachers come in or whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, we're having a normal. I don't know.
Yeah, this movie was such a fun movie.
This was really.
We've seen all but 2, I think. We haven't seen Tale of Princess Kaguya. What?
Brian.
True. We haven't seen Tale of Princess Kaguya and what's the fucking Tanuki one? I forget what it was called.
I don't know.
Those are the 2 we haven't seen. We've seen every other one. We watched them before we started the channel.
But this one is also one that I had never even heard of, but it's really good. Oh. Yeah, Tales from Earthsea.
Such potential to like a high fantasy fucking Ghibli movie.
It could have been really good.
It could have been great. But
it was fine.
It's still beautiful in that Ghibli sort of way. It's got all the same style and flair, but goddamn, the story is just so. It's just not great, but it's still a Ghibli movie, so you can't rate it low. At least I can't. I can't in good conscience rate it low because it still is a beautiful movie. And there's a lot. If you look at it from a meta way, it's really interesting because the son. Spoilers for the inciting incident of the movie. He kills his father, and it was directed and written by the son of Hayao Miyazaki, and this was his debut movie. I don't know if you guys have seen that video of Hayao Miyazaki walking out of the first screening of the premiere. Like, they filmed him, and he walked out They say about an hour in or something. They say when it was, and people assume he walked out after that scene, or when the character was talking about why he did it, and it was like, yeah, that was hilarious. He had to fucking smoke. Yeah, he had to go and have a cigarette. He was so fucked up by it, and like was angry and like frustrated, and like you could tell, like, yeah. So there's meta reasons to why this movie is like really significant on an art level. And it's visually really nice, so yeah, I can rate it a 6. I couldn't, in good conscience, rate it lower, even though the story is lower than a 6 for sure.
Okay, here's my top Ghibli movie.
Is it your top?
I think this is my top. It's between this and Whisper of the Heart are my two tops. But like, I don't know how the fuck people rate this low. I don't know why people don't like this movie. I've seen people don't like it. This is a masterpiece. This is a beautiful fucking movie. This is one of my favorite movies.
Go on.
My voice is like getting like kind of scratchy. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some tea. Can you make me some tea? I can make some tea.
I'll bring the stuff in here.
Yeah, can you do it with peppermint tea so you don't bring the entire tea cabinet?
Well, I'll just refill your water and then start the tea.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have even heard of this movie, or because I've never heard people talk about it, but this movie is like, I don't know, I feel like one of the most genuinely relatable movies. It's I don't know, it's different, and there's like this watercolor aesthetic to the flashbacks. It's really beautiful, and I'll give like a slight thing of what it is. It's this lady, she's in her late 20s, and she's like, I don't know, just wanting to get away from the city, and she goes and visits the country, and while she's doing this, she's like remembering her life and her childhood. Oh, thank you. What is the spoiler? What is the exact spoiler policy for this stream?
It's up to you. It's your stream. I don't know what else. Like, be careful, chat, for spoilers. But we're gonna try and not spoil shit.
We're trying as best we can to not give any super big spoilers. If we are going to give a spoiler, we're like saying spoiler for this, so people can skip ahead or whatever, or turn off their volume. But people in the chat, if you're
careful and don't. How about this? Like, we'll lighten it up a little bit. We can talk about like what we thought of certain things, but don't just straight up say what happens, or don't spoil endings. Don't spoil like huge plot points or reveals if it's possible. But it's gonna be loose. So if you're here, like, hopefully we don't get spoiled. Also, but enter at your own risk.
Also, chat, try and keep it to what we're talking about in the stream. That'll help other people. Like, if I say, oh, I liked this because of this, you're free to agree or disagree, but don't just, like, randomly spoil something else that we're not even talking about, I guess. And obviously, no spoilers at all for stuff that we haven't finished. So, okay. Yeah, basically, this is just a really beautiful movie, and, like, a lot of the scene, I've seen, like, some people, like, roasting the scene where she eats pineapple. That's, like, for me, that's, like, a fantastic scene. That really captures that, I don't know, for me, the scene where they get a pineapple, and it was, like, the big highlight, was just such, I don't know, such a relatable scene, and such a beautiful and sad and realistic thing. I don't know. This movie was beautiful and sad and realistic. I don't know. I keep saying that, but I really liked it. This is one of my favorites. We have not seen Ocean Waves yet. We've not seen this. Yeah, there's more that we haven't seen than Carson thought. We haven't seen any of those. Oh, little kitten bus. I want to see this so bad. I think some of these are short movies as well. But there are still some that we have seen that are not at the top for some reason, or did I just miss them? I'm looking for Nazca. Because I don't know. I don't think I missed it. I just not have it on here? Maybe? It's technically not Ghibli. I mean... Isn't it, though? Oh, I guess technically not. But I don't know. This movie was one of my favorites as well. When we first watched it, I really liked it. Carson got me this for Christmas last year.
Which tea do you want? Are you doing Nazca?
Yeah. Just peppermint tea, please.
Peppermint tea.
Yeah, it's in the, like, green and white box on the shelf. It says peppermint.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, we're still switched around. Let's go, I did it. This is such a funny thing. It's like has all of his drawings for her, and it's a really beautiful book, but like it has the commentary on the side, and he just like doesn't like any of them. He says this: I drew this for the cover of Animage. Pictures with light coloring like this often end up looking very different once it comes time to print them. This one turned out particularly badly. And just like everything is just like, yeah, this wasn't that great. Which is kind of funny. But it's really interesting.
Careful. You're fucking breaking something. There's a piece of paper in there. Careful. I'll do it. Just leave it. There's a dirt thing for recycling.
Spoilers, this list is based on Lindsay's opinions. Good one. Did you put any sugar in it?
No, I didn't. You want sugar? I'll
Yeah.
bring the sugar. Do you want milk?
No, thanks. Okay. No, we did not see Steam Boy. Completed this one. This one I would rate a 9. I really liked it. I thought it had a really good message. It was, yeah. Had a lot of good things about it. And it was, I think, like, wasn't it his first movie?
Yes, yeah. Was it made before?
Yeah, this is before.
No, the manga was being made. This was Ghibli, right?
No, it's
Hibari.
not,
No, it's
apparently.
not. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So this was the progenitor of Studio Ghibli.
I feel like people still count it with.
Yeah, of course they do.
that.
Of course they do.
Oh no, we haven't done Beastars. We're just getting
We're doing all the Ghibli movies.
Which I think I've got them all at this point.
Did I miss any that you rated? What'd you rate?
I rated only yesterday was the last one.
Was it a 10?
Yeah. This one was a 10 for me.
Wait, go down.
These are all like we haven't seen these ones, and then I think a lot of these other ones are shorts. Like the Kitten Bus.
Oh, I wish there was a way to watch Kitten Bus, but I'm kind of glad that you can't watch it unless you go to the Ghibli Museum.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Those are all the Ghibli movies we've seen.
Which is almost all of them. Okay, now, what should I rate next?
Do B-stars. Somebody asked for B-stars.
Yeah, B-stars. Okay. Could you maybe type it in? I need some.
Also, 1 second. I'm gonna move the face cam up here.
Oh, I was doing it to block these like shitty ads that you can't get rid of.
Sure. It's just we're also blocking the synopsis.
Oh.
But whatever.
It's okay. I'm sure
People know.
people, if they know about it, they probably know. If they've seen it, they know the synopsis. Completed season 1 of Beastars. This one I would give an 8.
Really? I thought you would have rated it higher than that.
I don't know. Maybe I would.
Have you calmed down or what? Because the way you talked about it after finishing it, it was like your favorite fucking thing you've ever seen in your life.
I get like that with every show, though. I feel like I've calmed down about it, but I still really like it.
I'd probably give it an 8 as well.
I'm really excited
9,
for
actually.
season 2. I think season 2 would like determine whether season 1 is an 8 or higher.
I don't think so. I don't think
know.
so. I'm judging it on its own. I don't care.
Season 1 I really like, but I think I don't know. I maybe will have to re-rate it, and I'm also planning to rewatch this soon in the dub because I've heard the dub's really good.
I would give it a 9, most likely.
Okay. What else do we have? ReZero season 2.
Gotta get to it at some point. Let me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. At least I have some job here. Where
I think
is
it's at
it?
the bottom there. Yeah, that one.
This is it.
Surprised it didn't come up further than that. What are you doing?
Okay, next.
No!
What? Am I wrong?
I don't think it was appalling. I think it was pretty bad. Okay.
Okay, what? What would you rate it? Oh, wait. Hang on. Wait. The fuck?
You like totally
Did I
messed it
fucking
up.
destroy it? Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'd rate it a 3. Very bad.
You're welcome, Girth. That's what Girthan said in the Discord that I was finding at the start of the stream.
Oh,
He just like rate it a 0 and move on like nothing happened.
No. Unpopular opinion, the ReZero fans like that aren't even watching, they like sense this, they like
It's
come
finished for us. Well, here's the thing. It's 13 out of 13 episodes. It'll be second season part 2. They'll probably add it as a separate thing.
Attack on Titan's in 2 separate.
Yeah, so you can rate the second season. This here, they're taking it as it's finished.
It was bad. The pacing of ReZero season 2 was great, and then something almost happened. I thought you were serious for a second,
so
and I was like,
where did you go? You just left it as a 1. What did you?
No, I didn't. I put it as a 3.
Oh, okay. A 3.
That 3 said very bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it wasn't the worst thing I've ever. It wasn't the worst thing of all time, but it was not good for me at all.
I will rewatch it one day. It won't, and we won't react to it again. But I will rewatch it one day, and then I'll talk about whether my opinion changed. Because I have a feeling if I put more effort into it, that my opinion would probably change. But the fucking like we could go on for hours.
Are you done with it?
Yes. Oh, or you're putting that
old.
in.
Yeah. Yeah, this is old.
Yeah,
anyway.
go ahead. It's
Okay.
just make one day a ReZero debate. We could do that, but who like we that was what we were I was thinking that we were thinking that. I was like we should put the word out in the Discord and be like argue your points about ReZero. Like come on and we will argue, we will have a debate, a friendly debate, but a debate about the quality of ReZero.
We thought what would be like the most hated the worst thing for any avid ReZero fan would be like us, Digi, and Best Guy Ever.
Yeah,
because like I don't know if you guys watch their stuff, but they started watching ReZero after we had already finished season 2. I think they started reacting to season, or not reacting. They started reviewing season 1.
Yes, yeah. Digi had seen it first.
We started watching their stuff, and we were like, holy fuck!
We were
someone who agrees with us.
And they had they had issues like following all the details like more than we did, but all of their critiques the exact same as what we had to say. Yeah. Everything that they said the exact same. Even after like people were like, oh, you got this wrong. Echidna isn't the Witch of Envy. She's the Witch of Greed. That was like a huge oversight. Like all of your opinions are invalid. You don't know what you're talking about, so we can't trust. No. So your opinion's bullshit. But
it was a fuck up, but it didn't.
It was a fuck up, but it didn't negate the core of what they were saying. It didn't mess with what they were saying.
Yeah, okay.
We haven't rated Naruto yet. Do you want to rate Naruto?
Sure. If you'd seen our video, you would already know what I rated Naruto.
Careful, no Naruto, no Shippuden
Yeah,
spoilers.
do not spoil anything.
No Shippuden, no Boruto.
Do not, this is a strict one. Do not say anything about Naruto.
Yeah.
I will rate it a 7 on here.
That's what you rated in
our
the
discussion,
video.
I thought I rated a 7.5.
Did you? I think you said a 7.
Oh, well, 7.
Okay, having seen Shippuden and liking Shippuden way more than you liked Part 1, because we talked about that. For those who haven't been keeping up with our Shippuden reactions, Lindsay, you said that you like Shippuden vastly more than you ever liked Part 1, except for, like, the end Naruto versus Sasuke stuff.
Still, chat, do not spoil anything for Naruto, but I will say, since watching Shippuden, I have, like, completely have a whole new take on Naruto. Shippuden is, like, so much better.
And we've only watched the first arc.
We've only watched the first arc, but everything about it, even when there's filler, even when there's flashbacks, it's, like, god tier compared to Part 1. And that might change as we go along, but you never know. I think after seeing Shippuden, I would probably do 6.5 if this was like a 0.5 scale. But I would still say it's closer to a 7 than a 6. So that's where that is for me.
What else?
Tower of God. How about?
Do we want to start this war as well? Oh, it's a manhwa. Hang on. Just stop. Just let me do the mouse.
Cries because I'm not allowed to do anything.
Well, you're talking. Hey. No, okay, no, you do it.
I do this.
Yeah. Hey. Okay, what do you rate Tower of God?
A masterpiece and brilliant.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I know if you know me at all, you know that I have some strong feelings about this show. However, my feelings are not necessarily about the plot or the characters or the story. I think a lot of my problem with this is purely the adaptation fucking around something that I would have actually liked, something that I would have enjoyed.
From what people have said about the manhwa, I don't think that's correct. I think the most basic issue we had was that everything was so fucking poorly established. Everything, like, we had no idea how big the world was. The author, everyone in the comments for those videos was always like, no, but see, just to inform you, because they don't say this in the show or until like 300 chapters in. So I'll just tell you now, this isn't a spoiler, but etc. That was like the classic Tower of God comment. That was every Tower of God comment.
Every Tower of God comment was just like...
the answer was always like, in this blog post that the author made from fucking 2015, he establishes that Rock's homeland has all of these different rules, and it's over here. It's like, and it's the same problem we have with fucking ReZero. That's every comment, and it's like, why am I required to how is it okay that the author can like supplement their story with shit that's outside the story? It's like, they didn't say it in the actual story, so is it actually real? Like, just because an author says something, gives some background knowledge, but it's not even just background knowledge, it's like basic shit that like helps us understand the world and like the whole context for everything. It's like everything is explained out of world, and it's all like information that you have to take from over here and apply it to the actual story. It's lazy and sloppy, right? It's not lazy writing, it's sloppy though. It's like, how is that justifiable? Like,
I think the problem is that the story is already written, and they know where it's going to go, and they knew what they would need to include in order to, like, make it good, and they just didn't.
Yeah. And
my main problems is, like, I genuinely believe that if this show had 24 episodes for its prologue, as everyone loved to remind us that it was a prologue.
Yeah.
If they had 24 episodes, I think I would have genuinely really liked this show. I do honestly believe that. I liked the, like, look of it. I liked the characters when we got to meet them a little bit. And the world, had they just given us a little bit more, I think I would have found quite interesting. But I just felt like, yeah, Vinland Saga is a prologue, but it's good. I don't think it.
What are you saying?
I think for a prologue to be valid, you should, like, make it so you get attached to the characters and, like, have it make sense. Because for me, Tower of God felt like it was going really good, and then all of a sudden, everyone was the best of friends and was totally willing to, like, live and die for each other after, like, that development just wasn't fully there. I didn't believe it. Yeah. But I am going to rate it as a 5. You might think that I would rate it lower, but a lot of the reason that I look back on it negatively is because the fans were so toxic.
They were really toxic.
And would not listen to anything that we would say.
Same reason why ReZero was such a fucking pain.
Yeah,
it's like it wasn't nearly as bad as the fans, like, forced it to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Not as much with Tower. Mostly with ReZero, it's like, if I had to rate it on my experience watching that show, it would have been a 1 because the fans were so horrible. It made me feel like I didn't want to watch the show at all because people were just gonna get so mad no matter what we said.
Yeah, Tower of God feels like a lot like a shonen, which for me, it's really weird because the fan base acts like it's the second coming of Christ or something. It's not that special, TBH. 100% true. And, like, my problems with it, I don't think would have been solved by a longer adaptation. Genuinely. Like, I think, I was saying, I think today or something, that I would have wanted a season 2. Like, when we finished the story, I was like, yeah, maybe, like, I don't think it's worth watching, but if it gets a season 2, it'll definitely be worth watching. Now I don't know, but I don't know. I guess I don't know how I really feel about it in hindsight, but the experience of watching it was just, like, constantly asking where the fuck even are we?
Where are we? What is,
like, what's the point
what is
of
this?
all this?
What is that? Why the fuck is he in a hole?
And it's weird because a lot of the metaphors and a lot of the shit they were setting up was really cool, but it doesn't negate the problems. It doesn't negate the fact that, like, everything's so poorly established, and in order to fully understand what's actually going on a basic level, you need to supplement your experience with a bunch of blog posts and background lore. Like, that's not good writing. That's fucking sloppy writing. That's you not being able to include everything you want to include or give your audience a basic understanding of your world in the actual story. In order for someone to actually consume your media, they need to go out of their way to, like, seek out basic elements of your world. And in a story where the world is such an expansive and important thing, it doesn't work when people are forced to do that. Now, with that being said, I think there is something to be said for, like, that level of engagement of and with ReZero 2, I can also understand the other side where it's like it works. It's two sides of the coin. It's like, it's also, I'm so invested in this that I see, the more that I'm invested, the more that I give to the story, the better the story becomes because I know more about it. I learn more through, like, background shit and stuff like that. Like, I kind of understand. You're going?
Yeah, I just have to go to the bathroom.
Okay. But yeah, so I quick finishing my rant, I guess. I understand both ways, but I don't know. And we're going to get into the God of High School, Tower of God thing. Though, I forget, Harsh was saying Tog is better than Go, TBH. Yeah, you said that earlier, and you said that it was an unpopular opinion. It's 100% not. I think that's the popular opinion, that, like, Tower of God, then God of High School, then Noblesse, way the fuck down here for the manga adaptations. I feel like that's a common opinion. For us, God of High School in every way was better because I'll let Lindsay get into that, and then I'll give my take on I'll explain why. But it's not purely just an animation thing. I'll explain why in a minute, but that would be my personally, and I think Lindsay agrees as well, that God of High School is better than Tower of God. And we have reasons for it, but I don't want to say them while she's not here, since this is technically her stream. Doesn't have Rachel? Fuck Rachel. Fuck Rachel. Yes, that's same here, Mac. 100%. So, God of High School and Tower of God, Lindsay.
Okay, here's the thing, and I've been thinking about this because the hatred that I had in my heart for Tower of God fans and the excitement that I had while watching God of High School has kind of worn off now, and I feel like I'm seeing it a bit more clearly. And I've been thinking about this a lot.
Thank you, Casper.
It's that I think the story of Tower of God is slightly more unique and had more potential to be like a cool thing and something that I would like maybe want to like dig into the lore a little bit had I like felt inclined. And maybe God of High School was a little bit more generic or whatever, but the way that it like delivered in the adaptation in the 12 episodes of each of them that we got, God of High School, for me at least, and I think for you as well, was just way easier to, like, I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I know some people for some reason were confused and like didn't understand what was going on, but for me it's like, oh, that makes sense because of this. I totally understand why they're doing this. It's escalating now at the perfect time. As soon as I want more of this character, they give me more of this character. Like, maybe at some points it was a little bit fast. Like, there was that one episode that, like, too much was going on. But I never felt lost. I never felt that the show was going in a direction I didn't understand. And I do think, especially God of High School, had it had more time, would have been even better, I think. Well, depending.
Not even close. No.
I don't know.
No. The reason God of High School was good is because it cut out all the unnecessary dog shit. It was the reason that God of High School grabbed you, and I think there's two things going on. First of all, God of High School, what was actually going on, like, on a mechanical level, made no fucking sense. Like, it doesn't matter because it was so well done, because it was really well animated and well directed. In most cases, there were some problems with it, but it knew that it was basic. It knew what it was trying to accomplish. The thing, apparently it cut out so much, but the fact that it still was able to pull you along through the story, a lot of people got tired of it because they're like, why are people transforming and shit and being corrupted and like, what the fuck is going on? It's like, if you take a step back, don't worry about the details. It's kind of a turn your brain off type argument, but not quite, because it's like, does it really fucking matter what the mechanics are? Does it, like, in Tower of God, it was like, I don't know what's going on, and that matters because the show is acting like I'm supposed to know. In God of High School, what's going on isn't that complicated, so it doesn't need to explain everything to you. So in a way, it's more basic, but it pulls it off more because it was less, in a way, even though the animation was so much better and it was way just more of a spectacle, it was lower, it set lower expectations, even though it delivered higher. That's what it was.
Yeah, it was.
Tower of God was like the fucking tower and all this shit, and like the world's so big, the author doesn't even know how big it is, and it's like, okay, who fucking cares, man? Like, I don't care. And the fact that you're like the fact that you're unwilling to like let us in, you're like keeping so much, it felt like the author was keeping so much in the gray so that they could just do whatever the fuck they wanted. In God of High School, the fact that it was set in like South Korea and like there was some southern Korea type shit going on, like that was like that's like an interesting thing because that's not done in anime, because anime is from Japan, it's not from fucking Korea. Like there's interesting stuff there, but like what God of High School did better was that it was less ambitious, but it delivered on what it promised. The Tower of God promised way more than it could possibly deliver, and even when it cut everything down, God of High School came out the other end with a decently well done, watchable show. Tower of God came out the other end with confusing character relationships that don't make any fucking sense. One good reveal, the rest of it is fucking so weird, and I don't know what's going on half the time. That was my thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like in Tower of God, they could have either given us more time with the characters to get really attached to them, or slightly more of the world so that we would understand why any of this is even important. I think in God of High School, it was just, like, so easy to take in everything that they were doing. It was just like, okay, I'm gonna believe this because you're putting it in a way that makes it believable. And even though it was mostly just about fighting, and they cut out a lot of the fights down to pretty much nothing, the fights that they picked to show the full thing of, they picked totally right. That first fight, or like one of the first fights with that guy.
Kong?
Yeah, and like the guy in the like
Gamdo.
Yeah, he was like such a likable character, and he was never heard from again.
Yeah.
But it was like such a, and like all the fight, and like the guy who just wanted to go back to, he wanted to get his high school education and everything.
Yeah.
It was just, they picked the perfect things to spend more time on that really enhanced what they showed, and the stuff that wasn't important they just fucking breezed past. And I think they did a good job. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So 5.
This is a 5.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay. God of High School. Ooh.
What would you rate God of High School?
God of High School. I would rate it as a 7. Looking back, when I was watching it, I fucking loved this show. Mostly because we had just finished Tower of God, and at the same time we were watching ReZero, so this was a highlight.
Here's the thing about God of High School. First 5 episodes, 8. The rest of the show, like 4 or a 5 maybe.
There were some good moments, but the rest of it was definitely, the beginning of it was so solid. I
would give it a 6 to split the difference, but the first 5 episodes, a solid fucking 8. It was really well done. They could have, and we've said as well, if they just, first of all, had 24 episodes, that's the problem with all of these shows, but, if they just stretched out episode 5 and made that bit fucking 12 episodes, because apparently they cut out a lot there, that would have been dope. That would have been great. But also, I've also said, would stretching it out make it any better? I don't know, because I don't know if having more in between all the stuff that we got it would actually improve the story.
Know. Well, I think
would knowing more about why everything was happening and all the background bullshit, would that actually make everything more impactful? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because the quality of the story wasn't crazy and really impactful and well, it was in some ways, but all the ways that it was, I think we got. I don't think having more in between those moments would make it any better. You know? I don't know.
They cut the main trio introductions. Are you talking about God of High School?
Did they?
Because I felt like all 3 of those characters were solidly introduced and developed.
I thought so too.
The way that they need, exactly to the point that they needed to be for the story to be engaging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next one. Tokyo Ghoul maybe?
Sure, I'll add it, but I'm not gonna rate it because I literally don't remember it.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Not read.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Just this one. So this one's going on the list.
But you don't remember
but I'm not, genuinely do not remember it, so I'm not gonna rate it.
Are we getting towards the end? Gleipnir.
Oh yeah, Gleipnir.
What do you rate Gleipnir?
The thing about, I still really want to love this show.
I don't know why. For me, it's a
For
fucking
me,
4.
This show, there's something about it that I just really loved.
4. Everyone stopped watching it at episode fucking 6, 7. Really hated it. Gleipnir 2. That's, you know what? Maybe I would rate it lower. I might rate it a 3. Fuck it.
I can't really pull much in defense of this show. Do you guys want to know what we thought this show was gonna be when we saw the trailer for it? We thought it was gonna be Shuichi had the power to turn into the weird mascot dog, and then Claire was going to know about it and then control him. Control was the key word.
Blackmail him.
We thought she was gonna force him to do shit so she could stay popular at school, and if he didn't cooperate, she would expose his secret. No,
This went in a completely different direction. It has a doggo costume regardless of the plot. Maybe. Is that why?
No, I don't know.
Why do you like it?
I don't know. There's something about it that I just really like. But the pacing and the like whatever they did with it was they just made all the wrong. They focused on the ecchi stuff because they thought that it would bring people in.
That episode, oh my god!
Meanwhile, they were like ruining the actual story because if they had just kept on.
Do you guys remember that episode where half the episode was Claire and the leader bitch like, let's move on? Fair. Like, it was her being straddled for literally half of the episode. God damn.
I don't know.
Exaggerated just like Mirai Nikki. It was bad. It was a bad show. It was bad. Yuri bait for half of an episode that went nowhere.
That episode was bad.
That show was bad.
Oh, and we don't have Angel Beats or Charlotte on the list yet.
Rate it and move on. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm rating it as a 6.
What? Are you out of your mind? How is it a 7.5?
I secretly want to rate it higher, but I'm not going to.
Who rated it that high? I guess here's the problem with my anime list. Because the only people who finished it and who cared enough to rate it are people that enjoyed it, it got rated higher than it deserves.
I liked it, guys. Let's do 7 Seeds next.
Oh my god. Deep cut.
This is another one that's like...
Oh, is this an OVA? What? OVA? It's a show. Why is it listed as an OVA?
No, it has...
ONA. Oh, ONA. Yeah, okay.
I actually want to
synopsis. Imagine this. You are living in... What? Oh my god. It's like, you know a show's bad when the people who love it do the synopsis and they're like, okay, hang on, let me pitch this to you. All right? Imagine this. You're living a normal day in your life. Maybe you're out with friends.
Do it like a trailer.
Imagine this. You're living a normal day in your life. Maybe you're out with friends, eating your family's home-cooked meal or spending time with your girlfriend. I love how it assumes that the only people who like the show are guys when I think it's a shoujo. When you next wake up, you're suddenly thrust into a strange new world, surrounded by 5 strangers on a rapidly sinking boat in the middle of a storm. Like,
I don't think it's just assuming that it's guys. It's outlining the literal intro of the show where they show what each of them are doing before they like go into the new.
Yeah,
world.
But they say girlfriend.
Yeah, because the guy who is like, but I guess Hana is like.
She's more the main character than he is.
They're both. I think people have said that the like, manga or like I don't know if this is like a book or
I think it's a manga.
But I think people have said that the manga is actually really good.
I would believe it because there's enough here going on that it could be good. But god damn, is it fucking bad show?
They just did it. They just did it so wrong. They did it. They really fucked it up because I would have if they had done a faithful adaptation of this, I bet this would have been a really good show.
And some of it is so good. Like, there's some of it that is legitimately good.
If you've seen this show, you know the episode. It's early on, and we literally cried at it. Well, I don't know. I don't remember if you cried, but
I don't remember if I did.
But I cried probably both times that I saw. I remember I got to that episode. At first, I was like watching it, and I was like, I can't even tell Carson I'm watching this. And then I got to that episode, and I was like, holy fuck, this is like actually a beautiful show. I need to get Carson and we need to watch this.
It's such a roller coaster.
It goes to the things where it was like such a one of the best episodes I've ever seen. It's so good. And then it's just like
but it just fucking nosedives.
Because they try and introduce everything too fast. It's like years worth of time crammed into like 12 episodes. It's like, you know, I don't know.
Are you gonna call? How dare you?
Oh.
Grandparents.
I'll do that later. Okay, so this one.
And we haven't finished season 2.
We haven't finished season 2, but this is just season 1. 10 out of 10. This is like Gleipnir, where I can where I really like what's going on, but this is even better than
I like this way more than Gleipnir.
This, for me, I'm like saying.
So are you gonna rate it a 7?
I can't.
Then why did you rate Gleipnir? Like, this is the problem with rating the shit.
I liked Gleipnir, but this I think is I like this more than Gleipnir.
So it's the same as Gleipnir? You're giving it the same rating as fucking Gleipnir? Jesus Christ.
You don't need to...
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. With that one, I'm just joking.
Yeah, this one could have been a really fantastic show, and parts of it were really good. And the thing was, if I was hoping, like, oh, maybe season 2 will be better, and then we actually...
We reacted to the first
we
couple
reacted
episodes.
to the first, like, 2 or 3 episodes, and we were just like, what the fuck?
By the way, remember to hit a like on the video if you haven't already. Just a reminder, please and thank you. If you haven't liked the video, we ask that you at least rate it. You could give it a dislike if you really want to, but we hope you like the video.
Okay.
Since there's so many people. Thanks everybody. I'm glad the stream is so popular. This is awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us. This is a lot of fun.
Okay.
I'm surprised we didn't do this sooner. What now? What now?
Oh, let's do Angel Beats and Charlotte.
Sure, Angel Beats. Oh, and Angel Beats Special if you want. Like, the OVAs are there.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, whoops, not on hold. Completed. I think for me, Angel Beats, I don't know. I really wish that they had got the full 24 episodes on this. Because I would have loved to get to know the side characters in this more. I think that's a... Because I think Charlotte is better. Personally, I think that Charlotte is better than Angel Beats. But I don't want to rate them the same, but Charlotte's not a 10. I guess is what I'm thinking. So I feel like I have to go 8, but then I don't know. I feel like it would have been, I feel like it could have been so much better. What? Has my this video business plan corrupted everyone to count the likes and dislikes on the streams? Maybe. It could be a 9 and a 9.1. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think Angel Beats for me is an 8. And Charlotte would be a 9. I know a lot of people didn't like the ending of Charlotte, but I really liked the ending of Charlotte. I did Angel Beats at 8 and Charlotte a 9.
I might do the same, honestly. As far as a rating, I would do that, but I don't know which I enjoyed more at this point. But I think Charlotte is. I think Charlotte is more.
I think Charlotte is what it was intended to be.
Exactly.
Charlotte is.
Angel Beats was intended to do 20+ episodes.
I can watch Charlotte knowing that this is the full story in how it's meant to be, and it is beautiful. It's well done. Everything about it is good. Angel Beats, I can't help but thinking, I wish I had a little bit
Everything
more.
was introduced to be a full 2-core season, and then they couldn't do it. So, of course it's sloppy and fucking weird at the end. They made the most of it. They definitely pulled it out and, made it really good. But Charlotte, everything was introduced intending to be that length. What?
How can you hate all of the characters in Charlotte? Charlotte had some of the best characters.
Tamori was an incredible fucking character.
Tamori is best waifu,
Tamori is
maybe ever.
She's so really well written and fucking even better acted. She's incredibly well acted. The range of emotion in that character is out of this world. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And the whole thing with Misa and Yusa, their whole story and how that resolved, and Takajo was just a good friend. I wish I could have seen slightly more of him.
But the thing about it is...
He was the least developed of all the main characters.
And even he felt like a real person, and he was kind of funny, and...
He was hilarious. And
yeah.
all of the older, the older brother, all the stuff to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know, and I think as well, Charlotte could have, I feel like they could have just taken that one part, you guys will know what I'm talking about, and made that into an entirely different... They could have extended that by but I'm so happy that they didn't, because it wouldn't have been the same show.
Yeah, exactly.
That little mini arc of an episode. People wanted more of that, but I didn't want more of that. I think we saw all that we needed to see of that.
True. To
keep the show intact and give the feeling that it was trying to give.
Thank you, Casper. Glad you appreciate what we do here. I think that's what sets us apart from other reaction channels.
Okay.
So Charlotte and Angel Beats, and now what? Any other movies that we missed? Akira?
Akira, sure.
What do you think of Akira?
I didn't really like it when I saw it.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I just didn't get it.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd give it like a 5. It was alright for me. Maybe this is one that I need to rewatch at some point. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have too much to say about it. I just thought it was alright.
Fair enough, I guess. The blonde girl was annoying, the protagonist was annoying, all other side characters were just there, question mark? The Emoto could be cute and everything, but I didn't compensate my problem with the cast. I guess that's just you, but I completely disagree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100% disagree for me. Okay. What else? Oh, did I do Konosuba Season 1 yet?
No. You did Season 2.
I did the movie and Season 2.
This is why you need to do typing practice.
That's the movie. This one.
I tried to get her to do, like, a typing test, and she refused to do it the way that you're supposed to. She's like, I could type faster just typing my way. It's like, yeah, but that's not the point. Because you type slow.
This is good. Good. I would maybe watch.
I give Season 1 a 6. I'd give Season 2 a 7 for me.
I think I gave them both 7. Because they're both just good. Nothing much to write home about. I don't know. I don't know.
The start of Season 2 was the best part of the whole show, I think. The whole trial and everything was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. How much did I rate Death Note? Like a 6 or 7, I think.
I think a 7. Check your list. Let's look at your list overall.
List.
There's just math flying by Lindsay's head, and she just like clicks and just like.
How would I just?
Click on profile. Have you never used a website before?
Oh. Here we go.
Oh yeah, did you do all seasons of AOT?
I don't know. Should we do... Will it show it in order of, like...
You click on the score. Click on the score.
Here we have it.
A lot of 10s on your list. There'd be a lot of 10s on mine, too, to be fair.
I think all the things that I gave a 10 genuinely deserve a 10.
Oh, damn. 111 viewers. That's crazy. Like the video, please. If you haven't liked it already, we really appreciate your like.
A lot of 9s. I think I have a lot of... maybe a lot of 8s. Oh, yeah. What was I looking for? What I rated Konosuba?
Season 2.
No, this is the movie.
Oh, that is the movie.
Because the movie was really good. Oh, Death Note? Yeah, I gave Death Note a 7. Yeah. I think I have a pretty good... What's my lowest... This is the lowest rated, everyone, just so you know. Okay.
Berserk?
Oh yeah, Berserk. Well, what should...
I guess the 97 anime.
This is one that I want to rewatch.
Yeah.
I did not have a good first watch experience. Maybe I just won't rate it. I'm gonna save rating it until... Because the more I think about it, the more I like it. And like...
I think after watching Beastars, you're gonna like this a lot more.
I think just like after I've seen more stuff... And also, I think when we were watching, like, the second thing, I was really sick that day.
The last one.
Oh, the last one.
Yeah, while we were going through the finale of the Gold Mage arc, she was like sick and hurting, and it was just like, I was like, should we watch it another time? And you're just like, no, fuck, let's just watch it.
And in the
like,
first
oh
one,
my
I
God,
just literally wasn't paying attention, so I...
It's the best shit that you can get. Gonna start today. I was looking for something to watch. Yeah, watch. Oh shit. Fuck. Since we're talking about Berserk, 1 second, everybody. I need to go. One second. Bam. 1 second. I need to link the Berserk Redux. So there's a fan edit. Oh shit. There's a fan edit of Berserk that edits all of the material together. So it edits together the 97 anime and the 2010 movie series together to fill the gaps that the other ones leave and to give the good animation of the new one, as well as the scenes the critical, like, emotional scenes that were cut out in the 97 anime. It adds them together. And it uses obviously the music from the original by Susumu Hirasawa, who's like my favorite artist of all time, by the way. But I just copied it. I need to find my thing. Here's the link to where to get it. If you guys want to watch Berserk and you haven't seen it, this is the best way to watch it. It is the most complete and faithful adaptation because it combines both of the source material. So, here is a link. Okay, check that out if you want to watch Berserk. That's the way I recommend it. As a huge Berserk fan, it's like my favorite thing of all time. That is the way to watch it. Yeah. Or you could watch the 97 anime.
Or so you could support the official release. As that boy says.
Or you could support the official release. But this is a fan edit. It's transformative. It's for educational purposes. But yeah, genuinely.
Streamer. Mm-hmm. What else have I seen? I feel like
or just read the manga. That's the other way, but yeah.
We're missing some critical things here, I feel like.
Don't watch the 2017, 2016 versions. They're fucking garbage. Watch those fan edits. It goes up to Berserk Redux 4 after the fourth one. That's where the 2016, 2017 stuff starts happening. Fucking drop it. Read the manga after that. Anyway.
Remember that one time that a Sword Art Online fan got so mad that it was like that you had been comparing Sword Art Online to Berserk, and they then said that Berserk was a ripoff of Sword Art Online because Berserk came out after Sword Art Online.
Classic Sword Art Online fan, by the way. I've seen Hunter x Hunter. She has not seen Hunter x Hunter.
I feel like I'm definitely missing some stuff.
What else is on our channel? Yeah. What stuff are we missing, people? Oh shit, I can't because I'm logged in on a different thing. What are we missing? BOLDcast.
We already did One Punch Man. Rate the Meg.
We did One Punch Man. I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter 99.
Noblesse.
You dropped it. You could add it and say you dropped it. That's one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Yeah. Is that... I feel like that's not it. I feel like I've seen more stuff, but maybe I haven't.
Have you? What are we missing, people?
Oh, we've rated everything that we've reacted to already?
Oh, have we?
Maybe that's it. Seems like we've reacted to so much stuff, but we haven't reacted to that much.
Mm-hmm. What other stuff off camera? I think that might be it. I think that might genuinely be it. Other movies. What other movies? Oh, Mirai.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie.
Oh, yeah, we can do any of the movies that we saw on... This movie could have been so good, but it was just, like, not that good.
They really dropped the ball on this one.
The one part with, like, the grandpa was... I would have watched that movie a 6. It was fine.
I'd probably give it a 6.
What other movies have we seen? Oh, that one that we saw, we saw it on Patreon, and it was...
the Frankenstein?
Oh, Empire of Corpses, that's not what I was talking about.
What were you talking about?
It was recent, Promare.
Oh, Promare.
That was a good one.
What'd you think of Promare?
It was way better than I thought it was going to be. For sure.
Same.
Especially at the beginning, I literally couldn't tell visually what was going on because it was all just crazy colors. Mm-hmm. I was like, I had no idea what was going on, but... This one's a 7 for me. It was good. It was genuinely good.
What about it did you like? What about it did you dislike?
I guess I disliked that it was kind of like a super predictable,
action story?
Just normal movie. But I did like the sort of what they did with it. I liked the really stylistic choices that they made. All the
colors and everything.
I think if it had just not had any of that, it would have been rated maybe a 5. But the animation and just like the world and what was going on took like a really basic story to another level for me.
Yeah, to me it was just kind of a scuffed Gurren Lagann. So and not like the story wasn't as deep as Gurren Lagann, obviously, because it was a movie. It just seemed like a dumbed down but better animated different style of Gurren Lagann. So what of Azure?
Of Corpses.
Empire of Corpses. If you want to see a sexy anime lady, watch this movie. She is probably the sexiest anime lady you've ever seen in your entire life. But other than that, not worth watching.
If you want to see something that could have been really good, but then just like went in another direction that wasn't good, that's a 4 for me.
Yes, they are done by the same studio, but it's still not. It doesn't matter because it's still like whatever. It's not like another studio's ripping it off, but it's still just kind of derivative of something they've already done. In this corner of the world.
That one. We need to do that one as well. Yeah, this one is a 4 for me. Not worth watching.
This movie
is worth watching.
This movie is definitely worth watching. It's kind of like you explain it.
It's without getting into spoilers. This movie is so much more than I thought it would be. I didn't go into this movie expecting something super beautiful and super touching, but it really was. If you liked Grave of the Fireflies, you may like this movie. I would rate this one a 9. I think. Really, really a beautiful movie.
Kind of like Grave of the Fireflies, except it's way more hopeful in the end.
Grave
of the Fireflies is just a stark, realistic, horrible depiction of what actually happened in the world. This is that, but a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah. There's a lot of hope in this one. What's another thing that we've done for Patreon?
Summer Wars. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we've seen Summer
Allie.
Wars.
Summer Wars. Loved this movie, personally. I don't know about you.
I did like this movie. This was a good movie.
It wasn't what we were expecting.
Not what I was expecting, but I would rate it an 8. It was very good. Not what I was expecting at all, but it kind of blew away my expectations because I wasn't expecting it to be like that good.
This stream is going to be on YouTube afterwards.
I feel like there's a few more movies maybe that we've seen. OVA rating?
We could rate OVAs.
Charlotte OVA maybe?
Oh, Charlotte OVA was dope.
Charlotte OVA was was a really good OVA. So. Or did I just... Yeah, Yeah, 1. Okay. This one... 9. Great.
Fucking great OVA. Super subversive and, like, plays with your expectation.
No, I don't know if it was a 10.
It was a 9.
It was a 9. A high 9. I would have given it a 9.5.
The way that it plays with, like, what you're expecting.
Everything that happens in that is just, like...
Yeah.
Because it could have been in the show, but it makes it even better that it's not in the show, and you get to watch a new encounter, but with not only is it like a similar encounter that they've already had, but it's a really beautiful one in itself, and you get to see it with the information that you have at the end of the show. So.
Alright, see you later, Huda Boy. Thanks for sticking around.
How did ReZero Season 2 get a 3? I don't know. Watch our ReZero Season 2 reactions.
Yeah. We talked about it. You can watch the VOD if you want a little bit of a deeper explanation, but we've talked about it all over the place. Did you actually talk about why you didn't like it, or like what your problems were?
Just, I feel like I've talked about it so much at this point, but the fucking...
This is the place to like lay it all out. So let's do that before we move on. Hang on. I'll go to ReZero. ReZero. Oh, I put a space, but there it is. If we could look at the episodes. Oh, there's no pictures. That would be nice if there was pictures, but anyway. So yeah, ReZero Season 2. What's your problem? Lay it all out in the line. We've talked about this a lot, like what your opinion is, what our opinion is of the show, and why we disagree so much. But we didn't really go into it as much as I think is necessary because it's such a contrasting opinion.
Okay. I will go.
Go off, Queen.
I just fucking didn't like it.
Great explanation.
As I've said before, if I was rating this on my experience about... Oh yeah, we may be getting into spoiler territory with this review, just letting you all know. Be prepared.
For the first half of ReZero Season 2.
Okay. But first I will say, if I had to rate this, as I said this previously, if I had to rate this based on my experience watching the show, just how I felt about this show, and the feedback we were getting, I would have rated it a 1 or a fucking 0 because I hated, this was the worst part of my week. We would watch this show and I would go in the other room and I would almost cry because I hated it so much. I don't think I've said that before anywhere.
I don't think you have either, but it's true.
It's true. I would literally be in the other room almost crying because of how...
It's the pressure.
It's like, I wanted to give an honest review, but I knew, like, I would, and then I would be like, should I, like, everyone's just gonna hate, like, why am I putting myself through watching the show that just continues to disappoint me, and then getting shit from random people on the internet, like, why am I subjecting myself to that, which is why, after we finished part 1 of season 2, even before, I guess you're kind of for sure not watching.
Yeah, at this point I'm for sure not.
But immediately after, or even maybe before it was done, I told Carson, I said, I'm not watching part 2 of, I will stick it out to the end, and if it's still as bad as it has been, I'm not doing this again. So, yeah.
But, okay, as far as the show, though.
As far as the show, it was just, season 1 set up so much good stuff, and then it seems like we fucking went into a side story, and you're stuck there forever. You can never escape. And I completely understand all the people who are saying, no, this is like so relevant. You just don't know. And it's like, well, yeah, I don't know.
That's the entire point.
We're stuck in this random place, and they literally cannot leave. And it's just Subaru trying to figure out how to leave for 12 episodes. This is like hours of this, and then they're like, the villagers are like now lovable people, and the villagers will now somehow sacrifice themselves for Subaru when Tony the Tiger comes to strike. Like, no, I'm sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. It seemed like everything that they were doing I did not like. everything that I liked about season 1 was just gone. And everyone was like, oh, don't, just wait. Amelia's backstory, season 2. Oh, we can rate Frozen Bonds.
Oh, we could rate Frozen Bonds.
They were like, don't worry, you liked Rem? Well, Rem's nothing. Amelia's gonna be so good in season. Amelia did literally nothing, and Subaru just keeps, like, not helping Amelia. He's like, I believe in Amelia. Does nothing to, like, give her some motivation, or, he just, I don't know. It just seems like he could do something, and he's just fucking around so that they can save the exciting stuff for part 2, is kind of what it seemed like. It seemed like that
a big part of it was the fandom, but genuinely the story, like, a lot of people, like, everyone was just, oh, it's so well set up, it's so, like, oh, like, all the foreshadowing,
also,
there's so much to remember, and, like, oh, if you really pay attention, then it's, again, what I was talking about before, it's like, the more you pay attention, the more you invest into it, the more rewarded you are, because you start seeking out information and start theorizing on your own time.
But the problem with this show, and in season 1, they, like, did it way better, because things had a delivery. Like, when I got new information, I felt satisfied in that information, and it was not the best out of every show I'd ever seen, but in season 2, it was like there's never any payoff for being invested in something. Like, I'm like, oh, there's so much stuff with Beatrice, I really want to get to know about that, and then they, like, draw it out for so long.
They did.
And they don't give you enough information to properly theorize. Like, you can't, it's not like, oh, holy shit, I was totally right about that. It's just like, oh, you finally told me at the point that I don't even care,
yeah.
And it's not, and even though I didn't guess it, it's not a surprise, because fuck off.
But this says 13 out of 13 episodes, so that means that Mal is gonna have, like, a second, ReZero, Starting Life in Another World, Season 2, Part 2, like with Attack on Titan, so that's why we're rating this, because it's just rating the first half of Season 2. Yeah, man, it was just, like, and, like, from a reaction standpoint, people literally just didn't want to hear what we had to say. If the more honest we were, the more hate we got. And it didn't even matter if it was a problem with an adaptation. And it doesn't matter. People would take it as if we were speaking ill of their god. It was, like, ridiculous. And it was, like, as toxic as a fandom could be, ReZero was that. Like, and there were times, like in episode 3, where I got, like, way too critical, but it was, like, a lot of the again, like, the details we were getting wrong, but people were acting like either, like, it was always, you guys haven't read all of the source material, so your opinion is worth nothing, and so you didn't like this thing that's being set up, oh, well, it's just too subtle and too big brain, you're too stupid to understand it. And it's like, first of all of this subtle foreshadowing where the camera lingers on somebody half saying something about their past, and, like, you're forcing us, like, all the burden of proof is all on us because we haven't read the source. Like, it's mind-numbing at some point, because the foreshadowing is not subtle at all. It's so blatant that there's no point in, like, it feels like there's no point in remembering it, because it's just like, I know that's gonna come back later. There's, like, I don't know how to it's so, it numbs my brain so much that it's hard for me to properly describe. I talked about this in one of the Dark Souls streams where I was grinding, but it was like, it just gets to a point where it's like, I don't even, like, I can tell I will not give a fuck when this person's backstory is revealed, but when this or that is, like, fully explained, the lead is completely gone, the hook is gone, and I'm just so annoyed by the presentation that I just...
And here's the thing, this is partially of, like, a bad adaptation, or maybe something that doesn't work as well as a show that's released week to week.
That's the big deal. That's
the problem. And yeah, so as a fan of your reactions and someone who has read ahead in ReZero, all the payoff will be in the second part. Well, that's a problem, because if the first 12 episodes of, like, hours of my time means
episodes.
Nothing, then, I mean, doesn't mean anything, but if I have to, like, slog through that for months just for some payoff in this, I don't know, to me, that's, like, not good pacing or good writing. Personally, I don't think so. Because they aren't giving you enough to, like
all of it is,
reel you in a little bit. There's,
like,
just letting the line go.
All of it is predicated on the idea that you already care about the people that they're establishing. When
Which
they give you no reason to actually care.
Because
they
you
just
care about
they show you a character.
and Amelia, and then as time goes on, they introduce more characters, but they don't give you a reason to care about them.
Exactly.
I don't know.
They don't actually give you a reason to care about people. They show you somebody. They show you them talking with somebody else about what they're going to do. That's like 90% of the conversations. Which again, like I said, this is what I said in the Dark Souls stream. That is fine if you're writing a book. This is not a book. This is a visual medium. They don't keep your attention visually. They don't use the media, especially in Season 2, Part 1. They don't keep your attention. They don't use the medium to its advantage. They treat it like it's a book. They treat it like having two people stand there face to face talking to each other. No visual metaphor. No sort of dynamic movement to the characters. The characters are either one is sitting, one is standing. Two are standing, they're both sitting down at a table. Like I use Death Note as an example. Death Note, 90% of the show is two people talking to each other, or people talking to themselves in their head. But the show uses visual metaphor and dynamic camera movements in order to keep your attention visually. You might say, wow, well, fucking what? You're what are you, a baby? You need to have somebody jinkling keys in front of your face for you to pay attention to plot details? It's like, in a way, kind of. Because this is a visual medium. If I was reading a book, I would have a different set of expectations on how I'm supposed to be engaged by this property. If I'm watching a show and two people are literally sitting face to face talking to each other, and that's all of the conversations, and that's all of the reason that I'm supposed to endear myself to these people. There's no action, there's no movement, there's no reason for me to give a fuck about all of these people. They just show me that they're a person in this world and that they're interacting with Subaru, and now I'm supposed to care. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't just automatically invest my emotions into characters just because they're on screen. And yeah.
No.
Like, fuck it, dude.
Like we just said, we are not if I said previously, if I rated it based on the fandom, I would give it as fucking 0.
All of the stuff I just said applies to the actual show.
Yeah, the problems that we have with the show are not like we would have had them whether we were doing this or not. And also the advice would be to test out if you like a show before you post the reactions on YouTube. If you like it, post on YouTube. If not, don't. Well,
two things. Go.
I was gonna say, well, when we react to something week to week, and especially with ReZero, because we really liked Season 1, we were waiting for it to get better, and then it just kept not getting better. Mm-hmm. And each time we were like, well, it's not better. And then people were like, no, just wait. And then we just kept waiting.
Two things. One, our schedule and the way that we have to post videos is such that we can't like watch a show, spend all this time watching a show, and then not post it. Two, part of our channel is that we critique and
we give a review.
That's part of that's how we're different from other reaction channels, is that it's not just about what we like. We don't just post stuff because we want to hype up the viewers or cash in on like, oh, people really love this. Let's just watch the shit that everyone loves because they love it. It's like part of it is watching stuff, like if we don't like something, going through it. But ReZero, like that's why we completed Gleipnir. That's why we completed Tower of God. It's like it waned with us at some point during watching it. The difference with ReZero is that the reason we're dropping it halfway through the season is just because people didn't care what we had to say. People didn't give a fuck about our review. Usually when we review something, even if we have something negative to say, like Naruto comments can get toxic from time to time because people can't see past their own biases when we give a negative review. But with ReZero, people literally did not give a fuck about what we had to say unless it was positive. That was it. If we had anything negative to say, we got hate because we didn't understand what was going on. We didn't understand the story. When the core of what we dislike about it has nothing to do with the minuscule details and the not so subtle foreshadowing they're putting forth. It's a problem with the presentation of the adaptation. Mostly that, honestly.
I agree. We can probably wrap this up.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, because you guys asked, there it is. And we are not saying we will never watch part 2 of season 2, but we are definitely not watching it live.
For sure.
And definitely it's not a priority.
Yeah, because people just don't want to hear what we have to say. So fair enough. We're done. That's it. Anyway, back to the show. What else we were doing? Oh, there was other Fuck, I forget what we were gonna do next.
Oh, what were we gonna do, guys? Oh, Frozen Bonds movie.
Frozen Bonds. What'd you think of this movie?
This is not a great movie. I was expecting the backstory, and then we got, like, the after of the backstory.
There was some insight, but it was after the backstory. It was, like, before Amelia was introduced to the story, but not actually what happened to her, which apparently is
like what
again,
they're teasing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, careful. Like, do you remember this? Remember that you didn't get this? We were gonna show you this, but actually we were not. Stay tuned for 300 fucking episodes in the future.
Maybe a 5. It was an okay watch, and there was some interesting stuff, but, like, when I hear it's gonna be Amelia's backstory, I guess it was more of Amelia and Puck's backstory.
Yeah.
Which was interesting for what it was. But it didn't have, like, the payoff that I may have expected, I suppose. Let's do Angel Beats OVA.
Angel Breasts OVA.
Oh, Devil is a part-timer we can do.
Oh, true. Let's do Angel Beats.
Specials.
And the 2-minute another epilogue. That's its own thing.
I'm gonna rate them 8 as well. Same as
really?
The show.
The second one was better. The camping one was better.
No, they're both together. They're counted as one.
Yeah, I know. But, like, I'm talking about them individually. The camping one was better than the Genki one, where they were just screaming and freaking and sprinting around the school and eating themselves fat. And it was funny, but it was like, holy shit, this is tiring. Those reactions are, by the way, on Patreon as well.
Could you type in Angel Beats again so I can rate another epilogue?
It was just another epilogue.
It was
alternate route.
It was just okay.
It was just okay. It was 2 minutes.
Fine. I'm rating it. Some people might really like it. I thought it was unnecessary.
I thought it was a little unnecessary because the ending of Angel Beats was so good, but that's why it's an alternate thing. Like, it's not meant to be, taken super seriously, I guess, unless you want to consider this the real true end, which would make sense. No spoilers, but, like, with another character that is kind of like, what the fuck? Who are you? Then you see this and you're like, oh, okay, this kind of ties everything back together. So it kind of makes more sense than what we got as far as the ending.
I don't know. I like what we got.
I like what we got more. Angel's Egg movie. I've seen it.
I have not.
Oh, gotta go soon? Okay, see you later, Casper, if you're leaving soon. But I've seen Angel's Egg. I want to watch that for Patreon with Lindsay, because I've only seen it once. And it's such a fucking good movie. If you guys want to watch a good explanation, like all things of, it's not his theory, but it's a good explanation of the movie. Best Guy Ever for his first Me and Math of a series of videos from, like, 2017, or 2018 or something. I think it was 2017. He broke down Angel's Egg. So, yeah, check that out. Mamoru Oshii, same thing as Ghost in the Shell, which is one of my favorite movies.
The Devil is a Part-Timer. That's a good movie. It's
show?
Devil's a Part-Timer.
It's a show. Oh, I think, this is it. Yeah, because there's some light novels as well. This is a good show.
This is a good show. I would rate this an 8. I remember having a lot of fun watching this show.
Yeah, Angel's Egg is such a fucking good movie. Yeah, Bloodborne vibes, true. I haven't even played it, but yeah. Anyway. This
is a good show. I kind of, I don't know. I'm glad that we watched it when we did, but this one would have been a good one to react to if we hadn't seen it already.
This would be a good reaction. Even in the dub for this is so good. We watched it in the dub.
I love it because it's just out of control and not really meant to be taken seriously. And it's just a lot of fun. Yeah.
It is great.
We are watching The Night is Short, Walk On Girl.
That's the next movie we're watching? Yeah.
So
check out Patreon for that.
That'll be coming this week.
Yeah.
We have to watch it in the next few days.
We're going to watch it tomorrow, aren't we?
Yeah, I think... Oh, no, tomorrow we're watching Naruto. We're going to watch it on Friday.
Yeah, right.
I feel like we're, like, really coming up to the... Season 2 never... I wish this got a Season 2. This show deserves a Season 2. I don't know. Oh.
Is that
One
it?
Punch Man OVAs, if we're rating all OVAs.
Do we want to?
I liked the OVAs almost more than the show, actually.
I hope all the OVAs aren't separate.
One Punch Man specials. Yeah. What did I rate One Punch Man? Like a 5, I think?
We haven't seen Clinad. We're going to be doing that on the channel probably in the new year.
I think these were good. These were a 7. The OVAs for this were actually really entertaining, and I liked getting a glimpse into some of the side characters.
I actually haven't seen Toradora. The last OVA for this was really cool, seeing all the characters that you don't see in the first season.
Yeah.
We already rated One Punch Man. Oh, bye, Diego. Have a good night. Naruto movies, no, we're gonna be watching those on Patreon at some point. I haven't seen any Naruto movies. I've seen the last,
The only
because that's
Naruto
canon.
reaction
I've seen
you'll get
Boruto,
from
because that's
Carson.
canon. But yeah, the only Naruto, yeah, and it's all for Patreon, so.
Little Busters before Clone. I don't know. We might do a Patreon poll for like key anime because we know
I don't
we
think
want.
we will.
No?
I want to watch
Okay.
Clinad.
Okay. Clonat. Also Clonat.
The whole point was that we got to choose.
Okay. Is that it then?
Is that it? There's other OVAs that we watched, aren't there? Fuck, what
Like
else have we
what?
watched? One sec, let's check Patreon.
Go to
Gotta go to our thing. OVA.
We already did Attack on Titan OVA.
We only did for
Oh.
Noblesse OVA.
Noblesse Awakening OVA. Noblesse Awakening. Yeah.
What do you rate that one?
A 5.
Really? Really? A 5? It was so fucking bad.
Okay, maybe a 4.
Is it a 5 for you though?
No, I think it's probably a 4.
It was bad, dude.
It was bad. It wasn't absolutely
It was so
horrible.
compressed. Like,
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but it wasn't good. Yeah, that's a 4 for me.
have not seen Danmachi, no.
Attack on Titan.
Do all Berserk openings? That would be dope.
Attack on Titan. I do Lost Girls.
Lost Girls. Also, spoilers.
Good.
What the fuck? That's the cover? It's just a spoiler?
Yeah. This one, I liked these. I liked Annie's more, I think.
Yeah, Annie was good.
Charlotte, Lost Girls, Angel Beats. Oh, ReZero Memory Snow.
Oh, that
one
was
good.
good.
That one was really
That
fucking
was
good.
actually good. I loved it. Is it here? Let's just see Memory Snow. Yeah, here it is.
Monogatari OP reaction got taken down by YouTube.
Yes, we have that on Patreon still, though. For anybody who wants the Monogatari opening reactions. This one was actually good. This is among
This one
my
was
favorite
good.
shit. It was just
I think
fun.
this one would actually be an 8 for me.
It was so much fun and
It was-
actually funny. Like when they were all drunk
Yeah.
as shit, that was
And
great.
then there was like little bits of things like
Yeah, like little foreshadowing. Like it wasn't useless as a piece
Yeah.
of media, you know?
It,
Like,
it was a really good one. I
but
really
that wasn't the
enjoyed it.
focus. Like anything there was extra.
Yeah. No, I guess that's it actually.
That's it for OVAs, but what about movies?
Oh, Konosuba OVAs.
True. Let's see. We've done 8 movies on Patreon. Did Makia, Premiere, Konosuba, Fire of Corpses, Frozen Bonds, In's Corner. We might have done them all. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did all the movies
Let's
on Patreon.
grab Konosuba OVA. Want to watch section? Probably. I mean, we probably should wrap it up here.
Yeah, it's already been almost 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Next Mal stream will be me, and then after that we'll react to your guys' Mal streams if you guys want a similar thing. Shirobako, that's a wanna watch. That's gonna be fucking sick when we get to watch that. This is it? OVA? This is one OVA. Did we watch this? Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
we
my
did.
god.
It was funny.
The magic. And then they just like redid it. They like redid the scene. I think this was a 7. This was good.
Yeah, it was a season 1 OVA.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen Perfect Blue. We want to watch that bad. Fucking Satoshi Kon. I'm glad that we're gonna be watching more movies because there's so many dope movies that I haven't seen. I've seen not all. Most of like the good classic that like everyone wants people to react to and wants to watch and like are a lot of people's favorites. I've seen Evangelion and the end of Evangelion. But I haven't. There's a lot of fucking classic movies that I haven't seen, and a lot of like not classic movies that I'd be excited to see. Konosuba, you're gonna find the other OVAs.
You're gonna watch both seasons of Clannad together. I guess we would probably have to.
Yeah, there's Clannad and Clannad after story.
What's this one?
Code Geass OP's reaction, that might actually be good. We should do those.
This one is good.
Which one was this?
This was
Oh.
that one. I think this was a 7.
Okay. I would rate it lower.
Maybe a 6 on that one. Yeah, I think so. I was gonna say, how about just to do a little bit, because I might want to do this just on my own, because you're gonna have the next one. I might do a couple of adding to what I want to watch.
Steins Gate?
This is Gintama.
Oh, Gintama. Steins Gate's right above it. I'm still surprised Gintama's so high.
I'm just gonna do this for people who are like maybe are wondering. Just because I want to see.
Wait, Gintama was 11 too?
Wait a second.
Gintama degree? Is there a difference between Gintama?
Oh, in Gintama.
Apostrophe?
I think those are just different seasons, I suppose. Well.
That's such a troll. And then Gintama.
Maybe this, maybe this one we'll add. We'll just do a couple of these, just, maybe we'll go till 8 maybe?
Sure, if you want, yeah.
Yeah, just doing a couple of things that I want to watch. Clannad After Story. What else do I want to watch? I think you've told me about this, haven't you?
Monster's so fucking good.
This sounded interesting. So I'll put it on here.
Monster is a must-watch for everyone. It's best watched, I think, early in your anime watching career because it's so anti-anime.
What is this?
Haruhi Suzumiya.
Let's look at top upcoming.
Why don't you just do top and by popularity, just to see?
Art. Isn't this
Can't you do that? That's ranked by score.
Oh.
Most popular is up here.
Oh. Okay. Death Note is top popular anime. Interesting. I don't know what I want to watch. I feel like I don't know that many things. Soul Eater looks interesting.
What about Toaru?
Yeah, oh yeah, we need to put that. It'll be all in fucking seasons though. Let's just scroll through this again and then oh, Death Parade I'd like to watch. It's on our list. It was on our poll, but it looks like it's getting destroyed by Promised Neverland.
What a surprise. Just move in a little bit.
Clannad. On the list. Kill the Kill. I mean, it's on our haven't you seen Kill la Kill?
I've seen Kill la Kill.
Yeah. I've never been, like, super interested in it. Personally. Not to say that I wouldn't watch it. I'm trying to just put ones that I'm, like, that, like, personally I want to watch, not just, oh, we want to watch as a channel.
Did you see, if you saw and just skipped over, that's fine. I've seen a couple. Fate Zero was there.
I'm not...
You're not super interested? Okay.
No.
Evangelion?
Evangelion I would actually say I'm interested in.
High School of the Dead, which we watched the first couple episodes of.
Yeah, you guys
I've seen the whole thing.
Carson fucking showed me that show.
Hyoka.
What is that one?
I think you would like Hyoka.
I feel like this is one that I've, like, looked into before.
It's like Origairu, but the animation studio that did Violet Evergarden, Kyoto Animation. Mm-hmm. So it's got in the style of Violet Evergarden. Dragon Ball Z.
No. Black Clover. I'll add that.
What's your favorite genre, Lindsay?
I don't know. Maybe like slice of life comedy type of thing. Anything like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like pure comedy, but something with like I don't know. Like I like Charlotte. I liked Angel. I seem to like that, and The Day I Became God I'm liking, and I liked Anohana as well, and I don't know, shows like that I like.
Doggo's genre. That's your favorite genre. Anything with a dog.
True. That's not even wrong.
Fairy Tail. Pog.
Oh. We saw this.
Oh, we did, yes. 5 centimeters per second, yeah. Oh, and Garden of Words is
yeah, we
thing.
saw that as well.
What do you think of 5 centimeters per second?
I want to watch it again.
The train part was actually really fucking good, and it was visually throughout the entire movie. It was great, in my opinion. I don't know about you.
Shonen Battle is Lindsay's favorite.
True.
If only you like car seats as much as dogs.
Get the back in the fucking dungeon. Who gave you permission to use the iPad?
I would say maybe a 7 on this one. Let's do Garden of Words. We watched this twice, actually, Garden of Words. And I liked it more on the rewatch.
Really good dub.
Yeah. I said this one is very good. I would have given it way lower the first time. But the second watch made it really good.
You want to go back?
I was thinking of maybe looking at... Because I feel like there's some from last season or the season before that I had been interested in. I'm just gonna look through them just a little bit. I don't know if it was, maybe it was the season before, because I had been like actively looking at all of the shows this season to see what we should watch, and we settled on these ones. Oh, I wanted to watch this. And I still actually would like to watch it. It's not super high rated, but...
Not a surprise.
It sounded interesting to me, so I'll put it on there. And this one as well looked really good.
Kakushigoto. Higher rated.
Oh, no, not completed. This is one that I would really like to watch. I wonder if we can find that one. This. We watched the first episode of this. We did a reaction.
Why?
And then we were like,
you wanted to watch it so bad, and I'm like, fucking what? Fine. You're literally falling into every trap of the first. See, that's the thing, is I've been through this, where like you get into anime. Oh my god, I want to watch all these shows. Everyone's getting hyped about this. You see one person be like, oh my god, I'm so excited for fucking what's it called? A Hummingbird Detective, whatever the fuck. Woodpecker Detective. Oh my god, this show's gonna be so good. And then you watch it, and it's just like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why? Why am I watching this? Just because a couple people were hyped on one forum? Like, what's the point? I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
You just get caught up in the fucking seasonal anime machine.
I know. It's really hard not to.
It's not. Just Tonikaku Kawaii? This show, like, took off.
This show, I wish we had started
really
this
took Higarashi's
instead
place.
of Higurashi or Noblesse. I wish we had fucking picked this up at the beginning.
Same. We would have got a lot of views with that, and it would have been probably
And
good.
I would have enjoyed it, I think. I think the problem is with seasonal stuff is we only hear about the hype stuff, and then we don't hear until later the stuff that we would actually like.
Yeah. That's
but
the
this
problem
is one that I would like to come back to.
That's not just the problem
in
with us.
future.
That's the problem with everyone who watches fucking seasonal anime. That's the biggest problem with that's why you shouldn't watch seasonal anime.
Yeah.
But we do for a living.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any other shows that I've been like super interested in. Is there?
Tawaru.
Oh yeah.
Here, you do it from now on.
I guess I'll have to do this.
This mic like arm is really cool and everything, but the mic is so light that I can't like it just fucking doesn't listen.
Dropped 6 shows this season. Nice.
Yeah, see? Classic. See, that's what happens when you watch seasonal.
I'll just put the, like, season 1.
We've seen a bit of Pokemon, of Indigo League.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls when? Never! I don't know when. We're doing other stuff recently, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon.
I feel like this is probably good. Let's maybe take a look. Plan to watch. Let's see what I plan to watch. Some good choices in there. If I do say so myself.
Lindsay. Also Lindsay. Putting the medal on.
Okay, let's see what my highest one was.
My fave anime movie is Ghost in the Shell, 1995.
Mine is probably Wolf Children is my favorite. My number 10s are these. All of them rightfully deserving of a 10, I think. And then my worst one. Give a drum roll, please, Carson. Oh wait, where is it? Right here. ReZero Season 2.
You've seen a lot more anime. You've completed a total of 72 anime, including movies.
Including movies.
Well, wait, hang on. Can you filter it out?
Season. Oh, no.
No, you can't. You can't filter it
and
to
those
just
count
shows.
for each season as well.
Completed. Type. Oh yeah, here we go. You've completed a total of 30 anime.
But some of those have multiple seasons.
Yes. So around 30. 30 seasons of anime.
Berserk is really low. I didn't rate Berserk. I didn't put a rating in for Berserk.
Yeah. You did not.
Well, that was an interesting. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do mine, because mine's gonna be like probably like 6 fucking hours. It's gonna be really long. Might need to do it in shifts.
How did we get into anime?
That's a good question to leave it off. We've answered it before, but yeah.
I watched one episode of Black Butler and like maybe a couple episodes of Tokyo Ghoul with my friend, and then I read Death Note, and then I just never really like made any effort to get back into it. Mm-hmm. And then I met Carson, and then we watched all the anime.
Wait, what? Mine's gonna be better than hers. Oh yeah, Carson be like, oh, I don't know, why do you want a Mal? Well, I don't know why you would, but apparently people want them. Like, we have 90 viewers consistently throughout the course of this live stream, so apparently people actually want it. If it's good content, then fuck it. I don't know why you guys would want that. I can kind of understand it. It's fun, but like, I don't know. The reason I didn't want to do it was because it seemed like it was like, oh, just have a Mal account so that people can refer to that so they know what shows not to recommend you. It's like nobody's gonna... The people who recommend shows all the time are not going to check my Mal account before recommending something. So, as far as that goes, there'd be no point. And I'd want to do it for me, but, like, I didn't think it would actually be good content like this. So, yeah.
A link to would that just be like this?
To your list? Yeah.
That means you can flex how many you finished.
There you go. There's Lindsay's My Anime List. But yeah, if people are actually interested, and then after I do mine, it would be interesting to see, although I don't know if you could be there for mine, because there's stuff that, like...
Yeah, I would maybe not be able to be there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lindsay wouldn't be there for mine, because there are a lot of shows that I would be rating that Lindsay hasn't seen.
I could maybe be there for, like,
whereas
half.
I've seen everything that Lindsay's seen.
I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, and then after that, we could do the thing where we rate other people's. I think that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Oh, Shingeki no Kyojin Season 3 Part 1. That's
okay.
True. Attack on Titan. That's something we can do really quick. What do you think of that one? It was all the stuff with Rod Race.
Yeah.
Or Rod Rice and the fucking,
I think this one, I think I
think you liked that one the least.
Yeah, I think I did. Maybe a 7. It was still good, but it wasn't my favorite part of the story.
I remember reading this before this was made, and all the stuff with Levi and the saloon and stuff, I was like, holy fuck, that's gonna be insane when it's animated, and I was so vindicated. That was like my favorite shit when seeing that for the first time animated, because I remember reading that in the manga and just losing my fucking mind at how cool it was. Anyway.
Yeah, okay, now we are done.
Now we're done. Alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. We're gonna go because we have to do OPs. We're reacting to the Persona game OPs, which is gonna take like 2 hours. So
nice and late. We haven't eaten dinner.
Right. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna get out of here right now. Thank you guys so much. Hope you liked the stream. Stay tuned for next one. What are we doing on Saturday? Is it just gonna be hanging out, maybe Undertale or
maybe either Undertale or Dream Course.
Yeah. All right. Gaming on Saturday. Check that out if you're interested. Stay tuned. But we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Nice try.
You